that's a magic number. Got the homies balling out for the whole damn summer in that 4-point circle with that ghost ball of purple. If you check the roster, got a 3-head monster. Now them killer threes are like killer bees. Start dropping threes like trilogies, like companies, like PIGs. Got the summer on lock. Big 3 on Fox.
Welcome to the Emerald City, Seattle, Washington. Straight Talk Wireless, best phones, best networks, no contracts. Proud sponsor of Big 3 basketball. From Key Arena in beautiful Seattle, Washington, this is the Big 3 on FS1. After 8 weeks, it's playoff time. 4 teams advancing to the playoffs, all trying to play for one thing, the Big 3 Championship Trophy. Hi, everybody. I'm Gus Johnson, along with my main man, Jimmy Jackson, the All-American, and welcome to Seattle. This is playoff basketball in the Big 3. I tell you what, it's been a great season, and there's still so much to see.
It's so much to play for, Gus, and the evolution of what we've seen from day one to today has just been dramatic. Players have made adjustments. Coaches have made adjustments. Last week, coming down to the final 2 weeks, it was the 4th place position was hanging in the balance. So heading into the playoff scenario right now, the question is, can anybody beat Trilogy?
That's right. They are undefeated heading into the playoffs. And our Big 3 championship playoff bracket is brought to you by Ciroc Mango. And here it is. A 1 versus a 4 Trilogy, the only undefeated team in the Big 3, will take on the Ghost Ballers. And in the other semifinal game, it's a 2 versus a 3. As the 3-headed monsters take on Power. Jimmy, who has to stand out starting today in the Emerald City?
Well, it's a few players, but one that stands in my mind right now is Rashard Lewis, former Seattle Supersonic. Fans here are familiar with the way he plays, but the leading scorer in the Big 3 league. Except 21 points a game, he can beat you inside, outside, but the ability for him to make plays, to make decisions when the double team comes, is phenomenal, and that's why Rashard is so tough. And talking about teams that are unstoppable, probably the best inside-out combination with Trilogy in the league is Rashad McCann's outside. He's so strong. He can get to the basket. He can beat you from the perimeter, but also defensively, he's doing some things. And how about Al Harrington? Buckets down low, 15 points a game. You can't guard him one-on-one. You have to help inside. And when he passes the ball out the double team, the sleeper, James White, can beat you with 11 points a game.
Meanwhile, the Big 3 always with interesting rules, so let's take a look at the short version of the Big 3 rules. Brought to you by Straight Talk Wireless. The first team to 50 wins. You have to win by 2. Halftime takes place when either team scores 25 points, and there is a 14-second shot clock. Still to come, plenty more from Seattle. It's the Big 3 playoffs, exclusively on FS1.
When you see today, like, guys really getting after it. Yeah. But the whole setup, the half court is dope. You're gonna love it.
Got the summer on lock. Big 3 on Fox.
On here? I'm babysitting. That'll be $50.
You said $30.
Yeah, well, it was 30 before my fees, like the dog sitting fee and the rummage through your closet fee.
Who is she, Verizon?
Are those my heels? Yeah, we're the same size. And shoes.
With T-Mobile, taxes and fees are already included, so you get 4 lines of unlimited for just $40 each. And now, get 0 down on the hottest smartphone brands like Samsung Galaxy. More reasons why T-Mobile is America's best unlimited network.
What would you do if you got 2 Whopper sandwiches for just $6? No need to hide it. Right now, get 2 flame-grilled Whopper sandwiches for just $6, only at Burger King.
Experience advanced safety technology at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event before it ends.
Choose from the IS Turbo, ES350, or NX Turbo for $299 a month for 36 months if you lease now.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Degree has redefined deodorant with motion sense technology so that I can redefine power, footwork, range. The more I move, the more it works. Degree, it won't let you down.
Geico Motorcycle. Great rates for great rides.
What's up, Charlie? Hey, yo, Puff, what's up, boy? Come up here and try some of this mango. But you gotta get off the jet ski. No drinking and jetting, baby. Mango season, baby. Let's get it. I like that.
Welcome back to Key Arena here in Seattle. We're ready for our first game of the day as the Ball Hogs take on the Killer Threes in a 7-8 matchup. Time now to join the lady that will be roaming the sidelines for us today, Joy Taylor.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Oak and Rick Barry. Oak, it's the playoffs, a great season. Do you think that you guys are the toughest team?
I think we got a great team. Just sometimes the middle area hurt us down the stretch, and when you don't play smart down the stretch, you're not going to win games no matter what level you're on.
We're going to see some toughness today. Rick Barry, we're playing for a lot more than pride right now. What did you tell the guys before the game?
Well, just go out and have a good time. We have nothing to lose, obviously, and it's going to be a tough game because the team reflects their coach. He's a very tough guy when he played. His team's a very tough physical team, and we're going to have to deal with that. If we don't, we're in trouble.
Good luck, Coach. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Joy. Our lineups are brought to you by Degree Deodorant. It won't let you down. We'll start with the Ball Hogs, captained by Brian Scalabrine.
Yeah, Coach Rick Barry talked about the tough game. Xavier Silas talked about the reigning player of the week. Let's see if he can get out early.
Meanwhile, for the Killer Threes, they are captained by Chauncey Billups, who is not in uniform because of a knee injury, so Steven Jackson takes over.
And Steven is the guy. He's, you know, he allowed his emotions to be under check last week. Let's see if he can do the same thing to come out and put the team on his back.
All right, Ball Hogs will have it to start. Scalabrine, Byers, and Silas on the court for Rick Barry's Ball Hogs. Here we go. Here's Silas driving down the lane, left hand off the glass high. No good. Remember, he's the reigning Big Three player of the week. As for the Killer Threes, they lost the trilogy in LA last week, 50-41. Inside, Jackson has it raked away. Now Byers on the baseline, rises and hits.
Good defense inside, but smart play. Xavier Silas to Byers, who sprinted out to the three-point line.
Byers has been in double figures in 7 of 8 games this year with a high of 19 in each of the first 2 games. Now Steven Jackson with his foot on the three-point line, off the heel, rebounded by Scalabrine. Baseline, Silas. Both these teams have been in hard-fought games this season as Mo Evans knocks it out of bounds.
Both teams a lot of energy early, and Byers right here trying to go behind the back, but how about the recovery by Mo Evans?
When you look at this Ball Hog squad, they opened up the season blown out by Trilogy inside Evans.
That's because Chauncey Billups wasn't around for the first couple of games.
Scalabrine squares on the baseline and knocks down the triple.
And Killer Threes had a lot of opportunities, and that's what we saw from them throughout the year, Gus, is that they don't capitalize at times when they have opportunities to score. They get penalized because the opposing team makes them pay for it.
Both these teams with 2-6 records, fighting for the 7th place spot in the league as Steven Jackson buries a jump shot to make it a 6-5 game. Chauncey Billups doing a lot of coaching along with Charles Oakley. Meanwhile, Silas rattles down a fadeaway jump shot.
I like it too. That's using Scalabrine, who understands the value of setting a pick and then getting his man open to get a shot.
8-5, Ball Hogs with the lead, and inside Evans. Byers picks it up, can't convert. the mid-range jump shot. 12 to shoot. Mo Evans gets it from Reggie Evans. Back out to Steven Jackson for 3. And good. Steven Jackson's got the jump shot working early, as he levels the game at 8 apiece.
Yeah, once again, it was Reggie Evans.
Silas the kick to Byers, and he'll rattle it home. I think it's very interesting to watch Chauncey Billups on the Killer 3 sideline coaching. You know, we saw Jason Kidd come right out of the NBA into a head coaching role. You could see something like that happening soon for Chauncey Billups if he wanted to be a coach. Here's the bump of the grind, the left-hand baseline. Hook shot, no good.
That's a good move, though, Red.
Scalabrine trying to move the ball. Backdoor Byers. Jackson right in his hip pocket. Here comes Scalabrine. The white mamba can finger roll.
But you had to respect that he can shoot the ball from out there that time. Reggie Evans gave him too much love and kind of bit for the pump fake, and Scalabrine easily down the lane.
13-8. Ball Hogs off to a good start. First team to 25. Signals halftime. Here's Jackson for 4 from Perryland. Steven Jackson's jump shot is wet to start this game.
Well, I noticed, too, that we don't see the emotion right away from Steven. He's kind of keeping that under control. And I think he's more focused when he plays that way.
Jackson already with 10 points on 3 of 6 shooting early. Let's see if he does it again. He gets a look. And again, Steven Jackson. 15-13. Byers answers. Derek Byers, and he gets a high five from Jackson on that J.
But don't you love the energy? Right now, these two teams can say, you know, we're out of it. It doesn't matter. Yeah, we'll win some money. But they're coming out, and they're playing at a high level in regards to the energy that we feel. Speaking of energy, why not step back? I take all 4 of these right here. Steven Jackson is just hot, and then this is a piece of cake. It's almost like a layup, free throw. You're going to give it to me, Derek Byers. Come on, bro. Read my resume.
Last week we saw with the Killer Threes in their loss to Trilogy, it was Brian Cook that came in and couldn't miss a basket. Byers again for 3. That thing is really coming off his hand nice today, Jimmy.
You know what? That's the spot earlier in warm-ups that he really concentrated on catching and shooting. You can see how comfortable he feels right now shooting the ball.
Byers with 12 inside Jackson, and he's fouled. All right, Big 3 fans, you can vote for your favorite Big 3 athlete. Simply go to Twitter or Instagram and vote with hashtag Big 3 Fan Favorite. That's Big 3 Fan Favorite. Voting starts right now. My favorite player in the Big 3 is, my name is Al Harrington, and I get buckets.
How can you not? You know, he started off so hot, but then defense is kind of, speaking of defense, what good defense that time by Byers. But he adjusted. When he couldn't get his offense going at times, he allowed Rashad McCants, James White to get into the flow, but he dictated a lot of that.
Brian Cook in the game now, along with Eddie Robinson. Brian Cook, 17 points last week, a season high against Trilogy. He was 7 of 11 from the field, 3 of 4 from the three-point line. He took 3 4-point shots as well, 0 for 3. Cook, there it is.
Why not? You know what's funny? Brian was so hot, but he got so tired quick. Usually as a player, like, I'm not coming out the game right now. Coach, don't take me out. I'm hot. Brian wanted to take a little break, but good to see him come in right away and knock down an open shot.
36 years old. He needed to get his win back.
He needed a break. Well, I love it that Ice Cube and Roger Mason set it up where it's player-friendly in regards to the revenue share, how they split 50-50 on the jersey sale. That entices players like Brian Cook to come in and want to be a part of something, because it's not just the league making money, but the players themselves get the profit.
Silas for 4. And boy, they're talking about some big names coming in this league next year.
Well, they are, but right now, Derek Byers, a young player that has just won 12 points in the first half. I told you about early in the game, just shooting that jump shot. He's able to knock it in, this young man, to put the ball in the basket.
Meanwhile,
he gonna gamble every time.
Mo Evans with the layup.
How you so? You ready to help?
Childress crosses over, 16-footer. Eddie Robinson goes up high to get it. We talked about some of those players that may be coming into the league next year as Mo Evans lays it in again. And that signals us to halftime, 25-19. We'll talk about it right after this. Killer threes with a big first half. Back to Seattle right after this.
Let's go to work, man. Bust their ass. We already beat them once. Let's bust their ass. Win. 1, 2, 3. Win.
Straight Talk has the best deals on iPhones. So you can take and share pictures any time of day. With a network that helps you save the day for a lot less.
One more time. Here we go. Oh! All right, I'm coming up.
The iPhone SE is now just $129. Unlimited plans start at just $35 a month on America's largest, most dependable 4G LTE networks. Straight Talk Wireless, only at Walmart.
Thought the chalupa couldn't get any better? Meet the double chalupa. Get it with a Doritos Locos taco, a crunchy taco, and a medium drink. The new limited edition $5 double chalupa box. Love it while it lasts. Only at Taco Bell.
Degree has redefined deodorant with motion sense technology so that I can redefine power, footwork, range. The more I move, the more it works. Degree, it won't let you down.
We're ignited by people who push boundaries, who are fiercely independent, who say, this can be better. The liberties of this country are founded on setting brush fires of freedom, the opportunity to do something that matters, and the relentless quest for a better future. So raise a glass to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
In college football, you don't have the luxury of looking ahead. Every Saturday's an attack, an ambush, an air raid. Each a different way of destroying your season. They'll make the ground shake. They'll make your ears ring. They'll make your eyes burn. They'll show you hate and disrespect unlike anything you've ever seen. They don't care if you weren't alive when it started. They weren't either. You're wearing that uniform. You're the enemy. You must be eliminated. They want you to lose more than they want to win. So don't look ahead. Don't think about January when there's a Wolverine coming for your face in September. The biggest game, the only game, is the one you're playing.
Welcome back to Seattle, Washington, as the Big Three continues here on FS1. The long-awaited super fight between Floyd Mayweather is here. Friday, FS1 presents live coverage of the weigh-ins. Saturday, Fox presents a special pre-fight show at 6 p.m. Eastern, followed by a huge prelim card at 7 Eastern. And following the bout, turn to FS1 for all the post-fight commentary and interviews. McGregor Mayweather. Our score as we prepare for the second half, the Killer Threes, great shooting half with a 25-19 lead. And our Joy Taylor is standing by with a football player that I'm sure could play in this league, Richard Sherman.
I'm here with Richard Sherman. This is your city. We know we have the WNBA here, but now we've got professional men's basketball back in Seattle. What do you think of the Big Three?
Oh, man, this is awesome. You know, Cube's doing a great job with them. Guys putting on a show. It's a very unique concept, man, and I think it's going to grow.
Now, you got a lot of 12s out here today. Season's starting really soon. What are your expectations for this year?
Oh, we got high expectations. You know, we expect to be there in the end. You know, obviously a lot of things need to go right, but we expect to play well.
Well, you got some support out here. We know that 12s are big. Now, we just saw the 4-point contest at halftime. You're going to do one with Cube.
Yeah.
Are you getting a little nervous now? That's a little far.
No, you know what? You know, always confident in my abilities. I'm going against Bobby, so, you know, one of us got to win, one of us got to lose. I got confidence.
Well, good luck. Thank you, Richard. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Joy. And Ice Cube has been in Seattle most of the week, and he's had a chance to make his rounds. Went out to Seattle Seahawks camp, even though he's a long-time Oakland Raiders fan. But he hung out with some of the guys.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Did you come to your senses yet about this fight?
I'm telling you.
You telling me what?
I have 8-ounce gloves, Evans. You never know.
No.
He's got
that
a
ain't
punch
what you
of
said.
shit.
You said he was going to win. Now, don't give me you never know.
We're talking about last week, folks, and I was put on the spot by Jim Jackson.
No, I asked you a question.
In terms of the Floyd Mayweather-Conor McGregor fight, I picked McGregor. But the odds are 500 to 1. So when I get to Vegas next week,
I
gotta put it down.
I'm not mad at you.
That's right. Killer threes in yellow, ball hogs in green. Here's Jackson, who has 14 points already. He'll reload inside, turn around jump shot off the back rim. Evans bats it to Jackson, spinning and winning.
Again, you keep the ball in possession alive. It's a little bit tougher for Stephen Jackson to post up because Scalabrine is going to help off of Ryan Evans, but you see the foul here. But because Stephen was able to go quickly off this tap and go and spin, now you're able to finish. But again, the possession was kept alive early by Mo Evans and also Reggie Evans.
Now, Killer threes on a 14-0 run. Byers a step back 16-foot jump shot, and he stops the bleeding. Byers having one of his best offensive performances. His season high is 19. And right now, he has 14. 29-21, first team to 50 wins. You have to win by 2. Inside Jackson, left hand, up and in.
He needs to pick and roll. Be patient on the wing. That time, Stephen Jackson with a little shimmy move, inside out, able to get and finish with his off hand.
Backdoor Byers. Jackson with 19. Scalabrine shows it. Passes up with jump shot. Byers with 1 to shoot, and he's fouled. Question is, was he fouled behind the three-point line?
We're going to see. I tell you what, the hesitation, Stephen Jackson's eyes lit up when he saw the white mamba come out on him like, bro, can't stay with him. He got right around him and finished with the off hand.
So Byers fouled for 2, and he will shoot 1 free throw for 2 points.
Rebound!
And it's good.
Guys, it was a little nostalgic coming. I was saying this today when I came in through the tunnel. I remember my playing days coming here to this great arena, this great city to play, the energy at night. It just brought back some great memories, man.
Jackson again. I think it's a travesty that there's no NBA team in Seattle. This was one of the best cities for NBA basketball. And you're right, Key Arena was electric inside. Scalabrine. And I'm sure not only was nostalgia on your mind when you walked through the tunnel today, but I'm sure that there was a little anxiety, a little terror, a little fear for you, Jimmy Jackson, because when you walked in here, most of the time, you knew you had to guard Ray Allen, and that was not an easy task.
So you got all that drama that you built up to say that. He had to guard me, okay? All right, that's how I looked at it. But it was always tough because you play here, you see a 3 in the corner by Silas. Back in the day when I came in, Ricky Pierce and all those guys were playing. Sean Kemp and Lester and Dick McMillan and all, I mean, those teams I played against. Garrett GP, of course. So I got Detlef Schrempf, Derek McKee. I played against all of those guys back in the day, man. And just see no team here now, it doesn't make sense.
It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. I remember when we would come on the West Coast trip, it was always highlighted by Seattle. You do sometimes Seattle, Portland. You always would do Seattle, Portland, Phoenix, Sacramento.
Right.
That was the trip. Jackson standing on the 4-point line. Silas closes on it. 7 to shoot. Tough shot. Childress rips it down. 31-28 our score. Silas for 3. And good. And folks, coming up, we're going to get an opportunity to watch one of the greatest performers in Seattle history. It's giving me goosebumps.
Bringing back some great memories, too, of where you were at when that song came out, right?
Me and my posse on 23rd and Jackson. So Mix-a-Lot, folks.
What?
Mix is coming. We're going to get a chance to talk to him. So I downloaded all my old Mix-a-Lot's records last night. Kind of went through memory lane. Jimmy.
Posse on Broadway, baby.
He's going to perform a couple of songs, including that legendary song.
You know, at that time, too, because it was so heavy East Coast rap, hip-hop, for Sir Mix-a-Lot to come in and make his imprint, and it crossed over where you felt it, no matter if it was Midwest, East, South, just had something about it.
I was talking to Ice Cube before the game, and he said he used to tour with Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Oh, man.
Now Silas for three. Again. Xavier Silas has been playing some ball.
I bet the Ball Hawks wish they had in the first couple of games of the season rather than the back half of it.
He was traded from Tri-State to the Ball Hawks. Really giving Rick Barry's team a lift offensively. Byers tried to dump it down. Childress finds it and lays it in.
Sometimes better to be lucky than good. Josh Childress just happened to be in the right place.
Jimmy, I love the flow of this game between these two teams.
Well, both of them are playing, they're strategizing, they came to practice to shoot the ball extremely well. And again, they could have checked out.
Jackson.
Not going to the championship.
Silas, quick release, and fouled by Eddie Robinson.
Doesn't this game right here kind of set the tone for the rest of the afternoon in regards to how hard these guys are playing, the energy level in which they're playing with?
I agree with you 100%. Let's take a look at the numbers for Xavier Silas, and he makes the three after being fouled behind the three-point line. 39-33. The Ball Hogs, first team to 50 wins. You have to win by 2. Backdoor Robinson, double clutch, and he's fouled.
Good cut. Good boy.
And one thing that's cool, you get an opportunity. The players, before they play, they come out and they watch the games. Here's the two leaders of Trilogy, Al Harrington, buckets on the left, and Kenyon Martin, Kmart on the right. Al Harrington is half the man he used to be since playing in this league. He must have lost about 20 pounds.
He did, but he didn't lose the strength, though. And that big backside still puts it on you.
Byers rims off, out of bounds.
Go, boy. Stay out. No, pick up.
39-35, Cook. Oh, rattled it home. And this must be an interesting treat for the fans here in Seattle. The last time men's professional basketball was played here was in 2008. Last year of the Sonics. 1-point game. Back after this.
Heineken is served in 192 countries. It's world famous, like me. Excuse me.
Antonio Banderas!
Enjoyed in 192 countries. There's more behind the star.
Experience Control GX for men. The first shampoo with a brain. What makes it so smart? It reduces gray the same way it grows in, gradually. The more you shampoo with Control GX, the less gray you have. Just use it until you like what you see. How smart is that? Gradually reduce gray with Control GX from Just for Men. The first shampoo with a brain.
These custard concretes are so thick and creamy, it's incredible.
So thick and dense. They really remind me of somebody that we know.
Can I guess?
Sure.
Okay.
Very dense person.
Very dense.
Super slow on the uptake.
Can I call a friend?
Sure.
Okay.
Sorry, hold on a second. Hello?
Hey, who are we talking about? Hello, Peter. I know you picked up. I can hear you breathing.
Chocolate chip cookie dough. Now one of our thick and creamy frozen custard concretes. And try our premium pretzel dogs. This is how you Sonic.
Degree has redefined deodorant with motion sense technology so that I can redefine power, footwork, range. The more I move, the more it works. Degree, it won't let you down.
Straight Talk has the best deals on iPhones. So you can take and share pictures any time of day. With a network that helps you save the day for a lot less. The iPhone SE is now just $129. Unlimited plans start at just $35 a month on America's largest, most dependable 4G LTE networks. Straight Talk Wireless, only at Walmart.
Long live honor, and long live the truck that salutes those who've built this country. Ram, America's longest lasting pickups.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months on all 2017 Ram 1500 models.
Welcome back to Seattle, Washington, as the Big Three continues here on FS1. 1-point lead for the Ball Hogs, and one reason they're leading this game is because of the stellar play of Xavier Silas.
The way they're moving the basketball, it allows Xavier Silas to get open looks, but also he got a rhythm early. And that's so important to a player like himself. Now he can beat you outside, but also he can put it on the deck and beat you.
Only 29 years old. Plays in the Chinese Basketball Association. I was reading an interesting article about a Chinese ball player, Silas, that just got signed by the Jordan brand. His name is Gao Alun. Up top, the White Mamba. 23-year-old kid, Gao Alun. $3 million a year for that endorsement to spread the Jordan brand
in China. Come on.
And he can play, too. I watched the video of it. Really can get it there. Cook. 41-38. Silas again.
China is such a huge market in regards to their love of the game of basketball that it makes sense that you'll finally get a player to sign to the Jordan brand that is Chinese.
Steven Jackson, meanwhile, continues to play well. He has 23 points. Stephon Marbury, when he went to China, everybody kind of scratched their heads and said, what is he doing there, as Childress lays it in. Turned out to be a wise decision.
Yeah, I got a statue erected after him while you still play it. It just makes sense. And I was able to go to China when I played for the Rockets and saw the response.
No call. Jackson to the basket now foul.
That I saw that, ironically, at the time, Yao Ming was the national hero. You see the push-off coming here that they wanted Rick Barry, but he didn't get. But Yao was like the guy. But the most popular player in China, as Rick Barry didn't like to call, was Allen Iverson.
Wow.
Because they can relate to a smaller player, and they can kind of envision themselves being more like an Allen Iverson size-wise than a Yao Ming.
Jackson at the line, one free throw for 2 points. And Steven Jackson makes it a 1-point game, 43-42. Remember, the first team to 50 wins, and you have to win by 2. Silas turns the corner hard. Cut off, kicks it out. Scalabrine. Backdoor, Childress jams it down.
They've been working on that play of trying to get that back door since the beginning of the game. And that time, Steven Jackson just bit, trying to deny the ball out on the wing, and Josh Childress smartly went back door.
Now Mo Evans fouled inside. Josh Childress has had some great dunks in this league this season.
He has, and how about the play, the touch pass by Scalabrine.
45-42. Scalabrine said, next year, the Ball Hogs are going to look different. From what I understand, he's working on Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and maybe Ray Allen.
Ray. Well, Paul Pierce already said that he's in.
8 seconds,
and that he wanted to get KG to sign on. I also heard Tayshaun Prince may be interested. Derek Anderson.
Evans leans in and dunks it.
We need to stop. Hey,
Childress having a problem with the handle, knocked out of his hands, picked up by Cook. Jackson has been red hot. Off the dribble now, on the hop, strip, Byers, easy layup, and the Ball Hogs are 3 points away from victory. Point game right now for the Ball Hogs.
And Killer Threes have to get a basket here, then get a stop. Important part, get it, maybe get to the free throw line.
Jackson thinking about the three. Jump shot, got it up, and good. 47-46, but can they come up with a stop? Ball Hogs need a three to win it. Silas driving, gets to the hole, off the glass and in. Point game for the Ball Hogs.
And Mo Evans that time, Gus, did the right thing, took the three-point shot away from Xavier Silas, but quickness allows Silas to get by Mo Evans and finish.
Here's Cook, 49-46. Cook dips inside, lost it. Byers picks up the ball, point game. Byers, is he going to take it himself? Off the mark, a brick, loose. Evans with the rebound, and he's fouled. And will go to the line to shoot two. 4-2.
Knock it down, Mo.
The winner of this game will finish in 7th place.
Right, and how about this scenario? Mo Evans makes the shot, 2 points, and they get the ball back. So the advantage now of getting into the penalty in the late game situation, if you make the free throw, Gus, gets you another possession and a chance to win the game.
And he misses the free throw, but the Killer Threes let it go out of bounds, and it looks like it's yellow basketball.
And I will get the ball in Steven Jackson's hand.
You know Steven Jackson can hit it.
And the key is for the Ball Hogs.
But it wouldn't win it because they'd only be up by 1.
They stay at home.
Jackson down the lane, short. Byers for the win. Ball game. The Ball Hogs win it 52-46.
Did you really need the three? Rick Barry was like, no, we don't. Good shot. We don't need it, but Derek Byers has been knocking it down for most of this game, so why not finish it off with a bang?
So the Ball Hogs in their season with a 3-6 record, 7th place in the Big Three. Coming up next, 5th place is on the line as Mike James leads Tri-State against Andre Owens and Three's Company. You're watching the Big Three playoffs exclusively on FS1.
As King Midas, I expect things to last a long time. And so should you.
Midas has a lifetime guarantee on these parts.
That's right. On things like struts, brakes, shocks, all kinds of automobile parts. Guaranteed for life.
Does he turn everything to gold?
Brakes.
Not everything. Luckily, he's not a dog person.
At Midas, we're always a touch better with limited lifetime guarantees on select parts, complimentary courtesy checks, and more. Book an appointment at Midas.com.
This golden opportunity features steel, titanium, and carbon fiber. Raw elements made exhilarating by Lexus. Experience uncompromising performance at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event before it ends.
Choose from the IS Turbo, ES350, or NX Turbo for $299 a month for 36 months if you lease now.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
No splashing!
Wait, so you got rid of Verizon just like that?
I switched to T-Mobile, kept my phone, everything on it. Oh, I even paid it off.
Wow.
Yeah. It's nice that every bad decision doesn't have to be permanent.
Ditch Verizon, keep your phone. We'll even pay it off when you switch to America's best unlimited network.
No one knows where it comes from. Why some have it and some don't. It's the fighting spirit. It consumes fear and weakness. It stands ready to fight whatever shape the battle takes. Because as long as there are battles, there will always be Marines.
This Bud's for the dream and the people bold enough to pursue it. For those who come from nothing and rise to something. It's for those who take everything this country has to offer and make it their own.
Straight Talk Wireless, best phones, best networks, no contracts. Proud sponsor of Big 3 basketball from the Emerald City, Seattle, Washington. Our second game of the day features Threes Company against Tri-State, the 5th and 6th placed teams in the Big 3. Let's take a look at the lineups brought to you by Degree Deodorant. It won't let you down, and we'll start with Threes Company.
Keep your eye. Andre Owens, upset that they're not in the playoff contention, wants to prove something not only to himself but to all those watching that he can continue to play on.
Meanwhile, for Tri-State, coached by the great Dr. J.
The legend himself. Big game right here for Mike James. Also, I think Dominique McGuire needs to give him a little something from the perimeter, also some rebounding and scoring inside.
Everywhere this traveling league goes, Allen Iverson is always a fan favorite. This is Iverson when he was introed, said hello to Bill Russell, the legend, with a big hug. Two Philly legends going at each other, AI and Dr. J. Nice hug. These two teams have played each other already this season. Tri-State defeating Threes Company 51-44 in Philadelphia. So, Threes Company, Tri-State. Sweetney along with Johnson and Owens on the court. Here's Sweetney, a jump shot. Nayland with the rebound. Mike James and Dominic McGuire. James, they call him the Amityville Horror. Inside Sweetney and one. They'll make that Nayland and one.
Good hustle, man. Good hustle. Good hustle. Good hustle.
Actually, this is a timing issue right here where Sweetney just couldn't corral the the defensive rebound, and Lee Nayland in the right place at the right time.
Nayland averaging 11 points a game this season. Played his college ball at TCU, 6 years in the NBA with Charlotte, the Knicks, Atlanta, Orlando, Cleveland, New Orleans, and Philly. Owens almost lost his footing and throws it out of bounds.
But I like this matchup between Mike James, savvy veteran, against Andre Owens.
No way, Dre.
Both guys highly competitive. Actually, last week after Threes Company lost, it was Andre Owens in the locker room shedding some tears. That's how much he wanted to win and get in the playoffs.
Mike James with the teardrop.
That's good deep. That offense.
Mike James found at Roosevelt Park in Long Island. That's where he was discovered and got a scholarship at Duquesne. DeMar Johnson bangs down a long jump shot.
We'll take it.
4-3, Tri-State. McGuire spinning inside. Beautiful move. And he misses the layup.
$20 move, $10 finish. That time McGuire got it. Easy. Oh, great play that time by Mike James.
That's good help.
James tapping it to Nayland.
Smartly, Mike James aware that he could get it to McGuire or Nayland for easy two.
6-3. Now Owens facing up on James. Fadeaway jump shot, no. Dominic McGuire with a rebound. McGuire, mid-range. Count it.
One-on-one, all right.
Dominic McGuire had 10 points last week against Power. He's been back-to-back double-figure man.
Good hustle play.
Winner of this game will finish the league in 5th place.
Tri-State a lot like Killer Threes, guys. in a lot of games, especially late, but unable to finish when it counted.
Meanwhile, Johnson again. Both these teams with a 3-5 record. Three's Company currently in 6th place. Tri-State in 5th. 6 points for Johnson to start. James. Double jab step, hesitation, gets to the rack, up and in. Nice.
You called it the double jab step, but DeMars Johnson left leg was open to the lane, Gus, so it was an easy drive for Mike James to get his left shoulder by DeMar Johnson.
Owens the kick. Johnson again, he's been hot. Nail it.
Let him go.
Now McGuire a 3. And good. You're talking about he had his left leg open, but 3-on-3 is pretty hard because aren't you supposed to put that right leg on the baseline to deny the baseline first?
No, what you want to do is just force him to the baseline and use the baseline as another defender.
Inside McGuire.
Another bucket to give Lee a break.
13-6, first team to 25, and we go to halftime. Mike James wraps it around. McGuire missed it, gets it back, and draws a foul.
You're gonna get Lee.
Mike James putting that one on a dime.
Well, Mike is playing a little bit more energy. He has a little different pump in his step right now. He's attacking the basket, and then that time was able to hesitate in the air, Gus, allow McGuire to clear some space, drop it off to him, then get the assist, but McGuire got it back, and now he's at the free throw line.
Mike James is 6'3", but I tell you what, for 42, man, he is in incredible shape, Jimmy.
But he always kept it. When he played in the league, he always prided himself on being in tip-top shape, off-season, during the season. So it's no surprise that at 42, he continues and maintains that. It's a little bit tougher because you're not playing as much, but he looks great.
Al Thornton knocks down the jump shot, 13-9. Tri-State, James again. In and out. Thornton. Good. Al Thornton had 11 points against the Ball Hawks last week. He has 6 right now.
A couple games this season, Gus, he totally changed the way his team was playing and got him a dub.
McGuire and 1.
Said he had to step up and play well, get the ball inside and score, and that's what McGuire's been able to do. The second time he's gone to his left, Gus spin back to his right, this time able to fight through the contact and complete. No, didn't complete the three-point play.
All of Three's Company's points have been on three-point shots. Amundsen can't rebound it. Thornton. See if they can get an easy one. Here's Owens, who's been quiet offensively. James has been in his hip pocket. 4-pointer for Thornton. Owens, nice shovel. Thornton bobbled it. Owens for 3. And the trend continues for Three's Company. All of their points coming from the three-point line. But I'm sitting here with the Hall of Fame ring for Allen Iverson.
How about it?
So cool. Inside, easy layup. And I think AI, who's standing right next to us, wants his ring back.
Yeah, so you can hold on to it for a second.
He's coaching, so Jimmy, that kind of looks good on the finger there. Here's Thornton on the baseline, jump shot, no. Heck of a journey for this young man, Allen Iverson. Coming from Virginia. You always think of Allen Iverson and the kindness of, at the time, Governor Douglas Wilder, pardoning him to allow him to go play at Georgetown for John Thompson, a father figure, playing there for a couple seasons with guys like Victor Page, Othello Harrington, and the Junkyard Dog, then going to Philadelphia as a first overall pick and just electrifying the NBA during his career.
Well, it was a transitional time in NBA too, trying to figure out post-Jordan in regards to who the faces of the league were going to continue to be. And he brought a whole new culture in regards to the hip-hop world and the urban environment. into the fold. And the thing I loved about AI more than anything else was that he stayed true to who he was. He didn't worry about trying to be somebody he wasn't. He made the NBA evolve to him instead of vice versa.
McGuire. Johnson, the crossover on Amundsen. Tried to just scoop it up off the glass and in. Allen Iverson, how about this? Who said he didn't practice? We go all the way back to his days as a Hoya. Allen Iverson was one of the hardest workers for John Thompson. You were his teammate. Yeah. You knew how hard he worked.
Come on, man. And you have a choice, too, with Larry Brown. I mean, it's funny to watch it, the press conference, and people talk about it. But, no, he was at practice. He put in the work. And it was evident because if he didn't, Gus, he wouldn't have been able to elevate his game and get better and better each year. So you knew he put in the work.
One time.
Amundsen stripped. Owens picks it up. Three's Company down. Step back Jay. Owens, good. $19 up. Amundsen on the curl. Trying to give it back. And a shot clock violation.
Three's Company living up to the name in regards to threes in the first half, 5, and a barrage is coming from multiple players, and when you got it going, just let it flow.
Thornton with the offensive rebound, pump fake, got it up and fouled by McGuire.
And that's what happens, Gus, when you are knocking down long-range shots, you're going to open up opportunities now for either drives, offensive rebounds. So let's see if Three's Company can continue to take advantage of their hot shooting from behind the arc in other ways.
So Al Thornton misses a free throw. Owens, though, with the rebound.
Right at his ass.
Jump shot. Nayland. Backdoor, Amundsen. Great play.
And that time, miscommunication. Andre Owens thought he was going to switch with DeMar Johnson, but lack of communication get it easy to Edmondson.
DeMar Johnson trying to create off the dribble, gets to the hole, blocked by Amundsen, right to Nayland for the easy layup.
How about the D? You score on the other end and then defensively isolated one-on-one up top. Able to take away DeMar Johnson's attempt for a layup.
Ooh, Amundsen, tough guy. Does all the little things. Thornton, baseline fade. Al Thornton with 8 points off the bench, 23-21. Mike James, fresh in the game. Looking to cross his man over, rather. James, the pogo stick jump shot, no. Good defense by Owens. Thornton steps back. Got it.
You're talking about a player that I think improved his stock and woke a lot of people up with Al Thornton throughout the league this year, showing the versatility.
McGuire stripped by Owens. Tried to lob it inside, deflected. Nayland. 14-footer. Batted around Owens. 23-23. First team to 25. We go to halftime. Thornton's been hot. Inside.
Keep it.
McGuire skipping. Strip. Nice look. Thornton. Halftime. Three's Company up 5-2. 25-23. Still plenty to come from here in Seattle. You're watching the Big Three playoffs exclusively on FS1.
Experience uncompromising performance at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event before it ends.
Choose from the IS Turbo, ES350, or NX Turbo for $299 a month for 36 months if you lease now.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Degree has redefined deodorant with motion sense technology so that I can redefine power, footwork, range. The more I move, the more it works.
Degree, it won't let you down.
What's up, Charlie? Hey, yo, Pop, what's up, boy? Come up here and try some of this mango. But you gotta get off the jet ski. No drinking and jetting, baby. Mango season, baby. Let's get it. I like that.
These are Domino's all-new Parmesan-dusted, garlic-seasoned, and cinnamon-sprinkled bread twists. How did we come up with such a clever name? We'll never tell. Choose any two of Domino's new bread twists or medium two-topping pizzas for $5.99 each.
Live on Fox. Big Three.
Man, this is real basketball.
It's a winner-take-all fight for Big Three supremacy.
Yeah.
The Big Three Championship, live, Saturday at 4:30 Eastern on Fox.
With dominance comes expectation. Will you give in to the pressure, or will you fight? Mets, Nationals, Saturday on FS1.
Oh my gosh, that's Frank Thomas. No. Yes, that's him. Go ahead. Excuse me, are you Frank Thomas?
Yes, I am.
I bet you get recognized a lot.
I was a pretty good ball player.
You were?
Some people thought so.
Sorry, we recognize you from those Nugenix commercials.
Oh, yeah? That's great.
So does Nugenix really work?
Oh, yeah. I really can feel the difference. My workouts are better, and I feel a lot more energetic.
I wish my husband would use Nugenix.
It's so easy to get started. All you have to do is send one simple text.
Text 42424 and enter IDEA for a complimentary bottle of award-winning Nugenix, the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. Its unique man-boosting formula is powered by Testofen, a patented key ingredient clinically researched to help a man feel stronger, leaner, more energetic, and more passionate.
And you're going to like the difference, too.
Text 42424 and enter IDEA for a complimentary bottle of Nugenix. Samples are not available in stores. Text 42424 and enter IDEA.
Lewis lays it up and in.
From Curryland.
And that's cash money.
Evans with the offensive rebound and put punch dunk is there for big Reggie Evans. Bibby hands it off. Bibby inside Johnson. Great catch. Cross court. Ricky Davis. Pretty Ricky. All right, our score 25-23. Three's Company on top of Tri-State. So Three's Company on a 6-0 run to send it to halftime. Tri-State with the ball to start the second half. Mike James, Amundsen, and Nayland. James driving, layup, good. He's got a quick first step.
But he's not hesitating. He's not waiting on the defense. Right now, he's dictating what he wants to do offensively and forcing the defense to have to react to his movements.
Thornton. And he continues to have the hot hand, Al Thornton.
Do it yourself, then.
Three's Company up by 2. First team to 50 wins. You have to win by 2.
Get the post up, Mike.
Mike James.
Damn. That's what we want. You got to post up. Good D, Slim.
Andre Owens with 5 points. Amundsen giving him space. DeMar Johnson. Nayland on the baseline. Pure.
Come on, y'all play together, man. Use each other. Switch on these.
Game tied at 27. DeMar Johnson, Al Thornton, Andre Owens.
Ready to switch.
Thornton shows it, drives to the hole, and foul by Amundsen.
How about Mike James? We talked about it right here. No hesitation, able to get past the taller Slim himself. But Al Thornton getting rewarded by AI by starting him in the second half based on his outstanding play in the first half.
Thornton adds a free throw for 2 points.
Hey, look. Go ahead, do it.
Thornton finished the regular season with double figures in 3 straight. Mike James has got that ball on a string, yo-yoing, stepping back. Big-time shot from a big-time player.
Sometimes that's good defense. I mean, Al Thornton had help that time by Owens, but Mike James, that little step back, was able to clear enough space to get a shot up.
James with 10. Thornton trying to take Nalon into the hole. Here's Owens. He'll take a straightaway J. Mark Johnson with the offensive rebound. New shot clock for Three's Company. Inside at 29. Thornton help in to get to the basket, and he's fouled.
On the ground. On the ground.
You see right here, Mike James. See, watch this little space. That behind the back just cleared enough space to give Mike James a chance to get his shot up.
(29-29). Thornton in and out. Owens offensive rebound. New shot clock. Owens steps back off the heel, gets his own rebound. Here's Andre. Nice play and lays it in. He really froze the defender with that hard hesitation dribble with the left hand.
Yeah, and Edmondson couldn't help as much because Thornton had knocked down jump shots, so he was kind of stuck in between. Do I help? Do I not? That time, Owens, smart decision.
James again, though. Mike James is on fire. 32-31.
He's had a good golf game there, so they got to check out.
Oh, you played him yesterday?
I didn't play him yesterday, but I know Doc played. He played Bonzi. Her Bonzi shot extremely poor, and I missed it. I wasn't there for it.
Owens inside, pushing off. Now Thornton passed up the 4, and a shot clock violation for Three's Company.
How about Andre right here? Sees parted, and Mike James, you take 2, I'll take 3.
Mike James with 13 points. It's James again, guarded by Johnson. A 3. Amundsen rips it down. Doesn't have to take it back. Looked like he traveled. No call. He lay it in.
He did, but that time the baseline official, Gus, was blocked by the bodies and really couldn't see the shuffle. So smartly, Amundsen just takes it right back up.
34-31. Owens chasing his own rebound. Mike James sets his feet from Amundsen. Nalon got to fight for his touches today. Amundsen off the glass. No, Nalon once again. Left hand jump hook good. Nalon has been a forgotten man on the low post. They're not looking for him. So he's got to get what he can get.
Clean it up.
7-0 run for Tri-State. 36-31.
Heineken is served in 192 countries. It's world famous, like me. Excuse me.
Antonio Banderas.
Enjoyed in 192 countries. There's more behind the star.
Walter? Is that the rest of our food?
What? No. How come you have cheese in your beard? Because switching to Geico could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Oh. Okay.
Geico, because saving 15% or more on car insurance is always a great answer.
Gross!
Jason just got dumped, but he's comforting himself with seasoned beef, hearty potatoes, and warm nacho cheese sauce. Bye, Jenny. Taste the comfort with the new $1 Beefy Potato Rito, only at Taco Bell.
This is the biggest sporting event of our lifetime. I don't fear him. I'm the best.
Weigh-ins Friday on FS1. Prelims Saturday on Fox.
We're not here to take part. We're here to take over.
I am the beast.
Daddy's gotta go to work.
Look over there.
Sorry.
Welcome back to Seattle, Washington, as the Big Three continues here on FS1. 36-31 Tri-State. Mike James with 13 points. And he is the leading scorer for his team. Al Thornton leads all scorers with 16.
Yeah, I think what Lee Nalen was talking about, shot clock goes down. Excellent defense was being active, and that time Three's Company was a little bit more active in getting that offensive rebound.
So David Hawkins, who played for Coach John Chaney at Temple, was talking to him before the game. He was like, practice every day at 6 a.m. There were no curfews.
You didn't have to have. I mean, you knew what time to get in. I mean, I remember a few coaches tried to do that as far as get early morning workouts to get practice. That's just, I guess you get used to it though. I mean, once you start to do it.
Hawkins, and he hits a J.
Oh, Hawk coming in. Offensive rebound, free throw. Now you knock in the jump shot.
Hawkins from Washington, D.C. Mike James pass down low. Nalen, left hand, got it. 14 points for Nalen. (40-34). Can Tri-State close them out? 10 points away. Here's Thornton. Lost it on the drive. Picked up. Andre Owens for three. And pure. 10 points for Andre Owens. 40-37. Nalen guarded by Owens. He can post him, but he steps out and hits a mid-range jump shot instead.
Smartly that time cleared the space with a little jab step, knowing that Andre Owens wouldn't be able to guard him if he rose up and shot over the top.
Owens for four. Boom!
See, that changes the game right there. You're down 5 points, but that 4-point shot puts you right back in the mix. And again, this Tri-State team had problems in the past, Gus, closing out games. Owens smartly rhythm dribble with his left hand, pulled right into that shot.
Gus Johnson, Jimmy Jackson, Joy Taylor with you courtside here at Key Arena in Seattle.
Go hard,
Nalen.
Go hard. Get away hard. Get away hard.
And he won't get it off in time.
Man, lost possession again. This is the second possession that Tri-State had where he had a shot clock violation. Again, the player has to be aware, but his teammates also should be aware to alert him to get the shot up.
Tri-State with 8 turnovers. Three's Company only 3 turnovers. Owens gets his rebound. Thornton has cooled off a bit as of late. And he's right back cooking again. 18 points for Al Thornton off the bench, replacing Mike Sweetney. Mike James, 43-42. James picks up his dribble. 5 to shoot for McGuire. He's got to hurry. Baseline fade. Short. Three's Company with it. Owens wants some space. Drives on James and fouled by James.
There you go, boy. You all right, man? Let's go get it.
So Andre Owens at the line. Owens with 14 points and 10 rebounds.
And the rebound shouldn't surprise us as he's teetered with being first, second, third in rebounding throughout the entire
We got a long team. We got a long team.
league. So not only scoring and giving leadership, but provide some rebounding from the guard position.
Missed the free throw, 2 points. Left on the floor, Nalen. Goes up over Thornton and hits. 44-43, Nalen with 18 now. Cross court, Thornton guarded by Amundsen. 7 to shoot. Thornton steps inside. What a play.
Two unlikely heroes, right? Al Thornton, Lee Nalen, kind of going back and forth, jockeying for position to get their teams a W here.
45-44. Nalen wants it now on the opposite side. Andre Owens with the rebound. DeMar Johnson has been quiet offensively. Owens again driving and laying it in. Feline quickness for Andre Owens.
It's just that little hesitation when he watches Edmondson switch his feet and he attacks.
McGuire 3-0. 47-44. A three-point here can end it for Three's Company. Owens, he wants to take it. Can he create space and get it off? Yes! Oh, halfway down, pops out. McGuire, 47-44. 7 to shoot. McGuire for 3. Thornton with the rebound. Point game. If they can hit a 3. Thornton steps back. Almost lost it. Lost it. Timeout called by Three's Company. Allen Iverson wants to talk it over. His team up 47-44.
Come on, man, do it. Hey, you took us all the way here, man. Hey, you brought us all the way here. Come on.
The Tri-State has the ball. The winner of this game secures 5th place in the inaugural Big 3 season. And the ball knocked out of bounds. Let's see who gets it. It looks like it'll be Three's Company. Wow.
The little things down the stretch of the game.
We don't got to settle.
3-pointer, Three's Company wins. Allen Iverson saying you don't have to settle. Andre Owens trying to get down the baseline. Johnson for the win. Rebounded by McGuire. That ball just won't stay down.
Look for yours. Look for yours. Look for yours.
Nalen driving, spinning, blocked by DeMar Johnson, taken away by DeMar Johnson. Owens for the win. McGuire pulls it out. He'll take a 3. Looks like he was fouled on the release, no call.
Hey, don't worry about it. Hey, we ain't mad. Don't worry about it.
I think they really need to get Andre Owens on the move and then get him isolated while the defense has to react. That's when he's been best at attacking it. Then Al Thornton catch and shoot like right here.
Thornton backs it up. Drives, gets there and draws the foul. Thornton adds the free throw for 2 points.
There you go, boy.
49-44, point game. Mike James trying to create off the dribble, and does. James with 15. The Three's Company with the lead and the ball, point game.
Let's get a stop, baby. Let's get a stop.
Can Tri-State get a stop? You know Andre Owens and Al Thornton are going to be involved in trying to finish it off.
Owens lobs it. Thornton posting up James. That's a mismatch. Step back jumper. Got it up high. Can't convert. Nalen. James just needs a crease. Driving. And lays it in again.
2 possessions, guys have scored. 2 possessions, defensively able to get a stop. You put pressure on Three's Company to work into that shot clock to maybe take a tough shot.
Have to win by 2, so any bucket for three's company and they win it. Owens, he's not giving this one up. Drives, steps back. Short, Thornton, rebound, ball game. Three's company finishes the season in 5th place, and that'll get a yell out of Allen Iverson. Coming up next, it's our first semifinal as the Big Three's leading scorer, Rashard Lewis, leads the three-headed Monsters against hot-shooting Cuttino Mobley and Power. You're watching the Big Three playoffs exclusively on FS1.
Experience unparalleled luxury at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event before it ends.
Choose from the IS Turbo, ES350, or NX Turbo for $299 a month for 36 months if you lease now.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Nose flashing! Wait, so you got rid of Verizon just like that?
I switched to T-Mobile, kept my phone, everything on it. Oh, I even paid it off.
Wow.
Yeah. It's nice that every bad decision doesn't have to be permanent.
Ditch Verizon, keep your phone. We'll even pay it off when you switch to America's best unlimited network.
Heineken is served in 192 countries. It's world famous, like me. Excuse me.
Antonio Banderas!
Enjoyed in 192 countries. There's more behind the star.
Sometimes I feel I've got to run away. That was late. Why none of you listening? Nah, nobody knows that part. Take two.
All right. Anyone else want to go?
It's a winner-take-all fight for the Big Three Championship. Live, Saturday at 4:30 Eastern on Fox.
Let it be known! Gotham!
Gotham moves to Thursday.
Come again? From this day forward,
Thursday.
You're sure?
Chisel that into my tombstone.
wow! Listen to me! This is a new day!
Thursday.
Remember that.
Here's the kicker.
It's a big step.
That is precisely the point. Thursday.
Who is with me?
Gotham moves to Thursdays this fall.
What a day.
On Fox.
Lipstick taser!
The number 2 team in the Big Three, the three-headed Monsters, take on Power. Mobley, he'll fire from anywhere.
Just play basketball.
Picked up by Lewis.
Lewis lays it up and in. Steph Curry before Steph Curry.
For the win. Behind the back, Jay White. Baseline fade. Pure. Crawford. She dunks it home. Power can win it right here. Stevenson. And welcome back. Straight Talk Wireless, best phones, best networks, no contracts. Proud sponsor of Big Three basketball. And we are ready for our first playoff game of the day. A 2 versus a 3 as Power, led by Cuttino Mobley, takes on Gary Payton's three-headed Monsters. Let's take a look at our Ciroc Championship brackets. Our first semifinal game, three-headed Monsters versus Power, a 2 versus 3. Our second will be a 1 versus 4 trilogy against the Ghost Ballers. Let's go to Joy Taylor.
Thanks, Gus. Here with Gary. Gary, you're a basketball god in this town. You had a nice little reception walking in here. Fans are happy to see you. It's Seattle. It's the playoffs. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, especially to come back in front of my home fans and do this. Now I just got to get a win.
Now you're going to do that.
Well, you know what? Rashard is going to be my focal point, and I think he's going to have a big game. McMood is playing very well. I think we got to play defense to win this. When we play defense and play together, we will be fine.
Good luck. Back to you guys.
All right, Gary Payton, 12 and a half seasons in Seattle. He made the playoffs 10 times, including the Western Conference Championship in 95-96 when they lost to the Bulls in the finals. Former #2 pick in the draft. 18 points, 7 assists, 2 steals. The glove, our degree, deodorant, starting lineups won't let you down.
Well, he talked about Rashard Lewis being the catalyst of this three-headed monster's offense, but also important. Mahmoud knocked down some jump shots, and Kwame inside has to be a better finisher. Three-headed monsters want to win this game.
Meanwhile, let's take a look at power.
Coutinho Mobley, of course, is the man second in lead in scoring, but for me, it's Deshaun Stevenson knocking down that first shot, and Rasul Butler must provide outside shooting. Also, his ability to get to the rim will be tested this afternoon.
Ian McClenny, Levon, Zakarian are your officials. This is the playoffs. The winner of this game advancing to the first ever Big 3 championship next week in Vegas. Butler, top of the arc. Rebounded by Kwame Brown. Brown, Lewis, Abdul Rauf, step back Jay, Sweet Lou, and he hits his first shot.
I love the play by Power. Isolated Coutinho inside, got Rasul a fade. Jump shot didn't make it, but how about Sweet Lou? Able to come back one-on-one, little step back for 2.
Three-headed monsters beat Power week 3 in Tulsa, 50-32.
Gary Payton talked about Rasul, Rashard being the catalyst. He can score with the best of them right here. Feeling the defense, getting to that right shoulder, right hand, step back.
Rashard Lewis spent 9 years playing for the Seattle Supersonics. 5 of those, Gary Payton was his teammate. He is loved in this city. Abdul Rauf guarded by Mobley. That'll be an interesting matchup. Mobley's much stronger. But Abdul Rauf does have the quickness. Mobley blocks it, takes it away. Junkyard Dog driving on Lewis. The kick, Rasul Butler. Air ball. Out of bounds.
Yeah, those are shots right there that Rasul has to make. And Rashard Lewis, to speak for itself. I remember when he came in out of high school, a lot of questions about his size in regards to what position, but the tutelage from Gary Payton, I think, helped him along the way, guys.
Abdul Rauf short. Now Mobley. He loves to find a spot in the mid-range area and pull up and knock down that jump shot. Butler again. Mobley fouled by Abdul Rauf.
You think about the move by Clyde Drexler. Normally Deshaun Stevenson, who's coming in the game now, starts. But I think because of the matchup with Rashard Lewis, they wanted to get a little more size on the perimeter to guard him early in the game.
So Coutinho Mobley at the line at 12 points last week in their loss to Tri-State in LA, 51-42. Mobley has scored in double figures in all 8 games this year with a high of 23 in both week 2 and 6. Abdul Rauf turns the corner, taken away by Mobley. And Junkyard Dog goes down hard.
Well, here's a good defense by Coutinho Mobley, able to play one-on-one strip move while he was going up, and then the hustle, once again, we always been accustomed to seeing from JYD, giving up his body, hitting the deck.
Lewis and Stevenson with the rebound. Here's Jerome. Takes a jump shot, no. Kwame Brown. Game tied at 2. First playoff game of the day.
Yeah, and the mismatch inside right here with Kwame. But this is where Kwame has to make Power pay for not double teaming, and that time he missed a shot.
The winner of this game advancing to the Big 3 championship next week in Las Vegas. Mobley. Abdul Rauf in and out. Tight rims here in Seattle. Stevenson. Mobley, quick fire. Both teams having trouble getting it to fall. Three-headed monsters, 1 of 7. Power 0 for 7. Abdul Rauf, finally.
When you have Rashard Lewis on the post, Gus, you got to make a decision. If we double team, we know we're going to give up something. That time, Mahmoud spaced the court and was able to get an open 2.
Here's Stevenson. Hit some big shots for Power this season. Inside, JYD off the glass, no. Blue squirts out. Stevenson, rising fire. Off the back rim. These teams can't buy a basket here in this playoff game. Stevenson, another jumper. Finally.
The value of having a player like JYD, Jerome Williams, to keep possessions alive, get you other opportunities to score.
You don't call that, you got to call that one going to the basket.
Jerome Williams, 9 seasons in the league. Detroit, Toronto, Chicago, the Knicks. He's the 3rd oldest player in the Big 3 at 44. Charles Oakley, the oldest at 53. Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, the 2nd oldest at 48. He has the ball right now. Basden just checked in. Guarded by McPherson. Abdul Rauf, pure.
Still pretty in there.
Man, dang it.
It's like riding a bike, baby. You know? May ride a little bit slower, but it's still fluid, and that jump shot.
Ooh, Stevenson going right through Abdul Rauf with the elbow.
And he knew that Mahmoud, because the lateral quickness is not there, kept the arm to fill a little space, and smartly Deshaun goes right through that arm, forces the contact, and now is at the free throw line.
Stevenson, 22 points, a season high last week against Tri-State in their loss in Los Angeles. Now Abdul Rauf on the baseline, Basden. Sweet Lou tried to keep it alive. Abdul Rauf, mid-range, and he banks it down.
How about using the glass that time? The long start, the little things right there, but how about the possession kept alive by Rashard Lewis inside?
Remember, the winner of this game will take on the winner of our next playoff game between Trilogy and the Ghost Ballers in the championship game in Las Vegas next week. Trilogy has yet to be beaten this season. They are a perfect 8-0. Deshaun Stevenson at the line. 9-9. Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, 3 of 6. The rest of his team, 1 of 11. Inside, Rashard Lewis, and 1.
Well, it's a quick play. That time, being able to attack against this power defense. Kareem Rush, quick decision. He had to help over. McPherson couldn't get on the inside of Sweet Lou. An opportunity for a 3-point play.
Rashard Lewis has shot 50% or better in all 8 games.
Attack mode, we in the bonus. Hey, attack mode, we in the bonus. Let's go. We in the bonus.
12-9. The playoffs on FS1. Big 3. Stevenson on the bounce, blocked by Rush. Basden diving for it.
Direct move here by Deshaun Stevenson to get the ball to the basket, knowing that they're in the penalty. But how about the defense that time by Kareem Rush?
Watch him, Sean. Watch him, Sean.
5 on the shot clock. Stevenson straight away. Lewis with a rebound. Basden pick and roll with Lewis. Steps back.
Hey, get up, TT.
Lewis.
Yep.
Nice rebound. Baston and stick back. 14-9, three-headed monsters. Butler has got to get his offense going. Been playing with a tender knee most of the season. Baston tracks it down. Blocked by Baston. Blocked by Butler.
Hey, give me a timeout.
And a timeout called by Gary Payton and the three-headed monsters.
Thought the chalupa couldn't get any better? Meet the double chalupa. Get it with a Doritos Locos taco, a crunchy taco, and a medium drink. The new limited edition $5 double chalupa box. Love it while it lasts. Only at Taco Bell.
Experience Control GX for men. The first shampoo with a brain. What makes it so smart? It reduces gray the same way it grows in, gradually. The more you shampoo with Control GX, the less gray you have. Just use it until you like what you see. How smart is that? Gradually reduce gray with Control GX from Just for Men. The first shampoo with a brain.
Some beers have a lot of ingredients, a lot of different ingredients. Our beer is brewed with 4 essential ingredients: barley, rice, water, and hops. Here's to the beer you can always count on, brewed to be America's favorite light lager.
Long live the courageous, the tenacious, the ones who push forward and give back. Long live the greater good, the helping hand, and long live the truck built to outlast them all. Ram, America's longest lasting pickups.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 72 months on all 2017 Ram 1500 models.
Jason just got dumped, but he's comforting himself with seasoned beef, hearty potatoes, and warm nacho cheese sauce. Bye, Jenny. Taste the comfort with the new $1 Beefy Potato Rito, only at Taco Bell.
Three-headed monsters with a 14-9 lead here in the playoffs in Seattle. I didn't realize, Jimmy, just talking to the players this season, the conditioning's so important if you want to play in this league.
But it's consistent movement. Think about it. You don't have all the timeouts. You don't have things. The ball's going back and forth through this.
Baston with 4 points now. 16-9. Three-headed monsters trying to pull away. Patino Mobley has to get his offense going. Mobley to the ball, to the basket. Gets it again and lays it in.
Let's go, be up, man. Be up.
Rashard Lewis. Rush. Drives with the right hand. Kicks it. 5 to shoot. Lewis in the corner. Rush deep. Now Mobley. He can score points in bunches. JYD and an offensive foul. Good call.
Well, good call, but also knowing, again, the hesitation from JYD to take that jump shot. He puts himself in a situation where you're going to crowd the paint and cause yourself either a turnover like we saw or a missed shot.
Rauf, Lewis, Baston. Here's Baston. Backing his man up. Stripped by Mobley right to Jerome Williams, and he'll lay it in.
That's it. KYP, know your personnel.
Get it inside. Stop
Patino Mobley knew Bazin wanted to get to that left shoulder and turn and shoot. He was waiting for him to put it in so he could strip it.
Cross court, Basden for three. And a foul on the floor inside. Looks like it'll go against.
Here's the play I'm talking about, savviness.
Mobley.
How you call that? That must be a homer. No.
That gets Clyde Drexler off the bench. He didn't like the call. Basden missed his last three-point attempt. Passes this one up. Drives, kicks. Lewis, 16. Counting. 7 points for Sweet Lou.
No matter how you get it in, just get it in the hole. That time, a little strong with the shot, but that backboard helped it out.
Mobley pick and roll, takes a three. Abdul Rauf is off to a quick start. Has cooled a bit. Guarded by the Junkyard Dog. Can he take him off the dribble? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Jimmy Jackson.
But you notice, Gus, he didn't rush at all.
Jackson.
That's right, you know. He didn't rush at the end of the shot clock. He just needed a little breathing room to get that shot off.
Mobley off the glass high. It's an old veteran move right there.
Yeah. Cat is really good going to his right. Getting bumped a little bit and still being able to finish.
Lewis foul behind the three-point line by Jerome Williams.
Sweet Lou, nice little 15-foot jump shot. He called it. And then Mahmoud, just give me a little space, JYD. Make you pay for it.
20-15, the three-headed Monsters trying to advance to the first ever Big Three title game next week in Las Vegas. Sweet Lou shooting a 3 for 3. Now Jerome Williams posting up Chris Jackson.
They shoot it.
Stevenson. And rattled it home. They need scoring from Deshaun Stevenson.
And Sweet Lou knew that he had to give Deshaun a little room to force him to shoot over him. That time, Deshaun won that offensive battle.
Kareem Rush a three. And he answers. Kareem Rush, what a terrific player he was when he played at the University of Missouri. 8 years in the NBA. Rush playing with the Clippers, Charlotte, Indiana, Philly, and the Lakers. Stevenson again. Ball did not hit the rim. Rashard Lewis Stevenson hit the deck. Chris Jackson can't get to it in time. Looks like Power will receive.
Good hustle. Hey, we got 3 seconds. Kareem. Hey, Kareem, play behind you. Make him come get the ball.
Hey, we get a reset. We get a reset. It was their ball.
It ain't no reset. It ain't no reset.
We get a reset. We get a reset. We just got the ball.
3 seconds. Mobley fires and buries it. Cat Mobley cuts the three-headed Monsters lead to 3. 8 points for the captain.
Yeah. Who needs the 14-second shot clock?
Abdul Rauf. And we're headed to halftime. Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, 48 years young. He's still got it. Still plenty to come from here in Seattle. It's the Big Three playoffs exclusively on FS1.
Straight Talk has the best deals on iPhones. So you can take and share pictures any time of day. With a network that helps you save the day for a lot less.
One more time. Here we go. Oh! All right, I'm coming up.
The iPhone SE is now just $129. Unlimited plans start at just $35 a month on America's largest, most dependable 4G LTE networks. Straight Talk Wireless, only at Walmart.
These are Domino's all-new Parmesan-dusted, garlic-seasoned, and cinnamon-sprinkled bread twists. How did we come up with such a clever name? We'll never tell. Choose any two of Domino's new bread twists or medium two-topping pizzas for $5.99 each.
What's up, Charlie? Hey, yo, Puff, what's up, boy? Come up here and try some of this mango. But you gotta get off the jet ski. No drinking and jetting, baby. Mango season, baby. Let's get it. I like that.
The Bears battle the Titans, and the Bengals take on the Redskins. The NFL preseason Sunday on Fox.
Engage Quantum Drive.
Boom!
The Orville premieres Sunday, September 10th on Fox.
Oh my gosh, that's Frank Thomas. No. Yes, that's him. Go ahead. Excuse me, are you Frank Thomas?
Yes, I am.
I bet you get recognized a lot.
I was a pretty good ball player.
You were?
Some people thought so.
Sorry, we recognize you from those Nugenix commercials.
Oh, yeah? That's great.
So does Nugenix really work?
Oh, yeah. I really can feel the difference. My workouts are better, and I feel a lot more energetic.
I wish my husband would use Nugenix.
It's so easy to get started. All you have to do is send one simple text.
Text 42424 and enter IDEA for a complimentary bottle of award-winning Nugenix, the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. Its unique man-boosting formula is powered by Testofen, a patented key ingredient clinically researched to help a man feel stronger, leaner, more energetic, and more passionate.
And you're going to like the difference, too.
Text 42424 and enter IDEA for a complimentary bottle of Nugenix. Samples are not available in stores. Text 42424 and enter IDEA.
Saturday on Fox, Legends of the Hardwood battle for the inaugural Big 3 championship. Who will be crowned kings of 3-on-3? It's the Big 3 championship Saturday, live at 4:30 Eastern, exclusively on Fox. And this is what they will be playing for, folks. The Big 3 championship trophy, designed by the same company that designed the Kentucky Derby trophy. And right now, the three-headed monsters are one half away from advancing to that title game, 26-20 right now. Abdul Rauf, Kwame Brown, Sweet Lou on the court for Gary Payton's team. Abdul Rauf crosses over, steps back, fires, air ball, out of bounds.
It didn't hit nothing. Hit the bottom of the rim. No, it didn't hit nothing. They did a new shot. Didn't hit nothing. That is terrible. Didn't hit anything.
It didn't hit nothing. You can't.
So they'll put 1 second on the shot clock.
So where's that? 1 second. That's all I was saying.
1 second. Kwame! Kwame!
No. Back up. It's 1
Watch the
second.
foul right there.
Abdul Rauf, and he steps on the sideline out of bounds.
And how about the adjustment by Clyde Drexler, knowing that he needed to get Deshaun Stevenson involved early, starting him in his original position in the starting lineup for the second half.
I thought that was interesting that he didn't start him. Mobley. Two to shoot. Inside, the Junkyard Dog lays it in.
And why not, guys? The last defensive possession, he cut Rashard Lewis off on the drive to spin, and now he's able at the end of the shot clock to be able to finish it.
Hey, watch the foul.
26-22, and another steal. Stevenson to Williams, and one.
Well, let's circle back to that last possession. At the end of the shot clock, JYD has kind of put his head down, spins, able to finish softly inside, and then the recipient of a pass, a slip. Kwame Brown just a little too late rotating over.
4.6 rebounds for Jerome Williams. Misses the free throw. Kwame Brown with the board. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf in the corner. Stevenson bats it to himself. 2-point game. Kwame Brown tracks it down, gives it up. JYD can't get there. Mobley, no call, loose ball. Finally a foul call, and it will go against Power.
I know both coaches and teams.
Sean Stevenson getting up slowly.
You know, going back and forth with the officials, but it's a physical game. The officials are
This is the playoffs.
And it's the playoff. They should be used to it. So I like the fact that the officials are not calling a lot of the contact stuff that's not affecting the play.
As Bill Raftery, the governor, would say, nickel dimers.
Yeah, you don't want that. You want the players ultimately to compete. You want to play physical, they're playing a little bit more, and the officials are allowed now, so adjust.
28-24. Sean Stevenson backing up on Abdul-Rauf. Fadeaway jumper, no. Rebounded by Brown. Brown doing a nice job on the boards. If he could give him something offensively, it'd make a big difference for the three-headed monsters. Brown has to shoot it. And he's fouled. And a timeout call by Gary Payton.
Yeah, and Clyde Drexler's telling JYD, let's back up. Well, I mean, why even try? You want to contest, I get it, but you let Kwame Brown shoot that shot. If you make it, you just pat him on the butt and say, good shot.
Let's go to Joy Taylor.
Thanks, guys. So what's sweet, Lou? It's not so sweet right now. You got a little blood on you. It's getting intense out here. What is it like, playoffs in Seattle?
It's great, man. The Seattle fans has always been wonderful. Ever since I started my career here. Game's a little physical. You're supposed to expect that as a playoff, so teams don't play hard.
I'm going to handle it. Good luck. Back to you guys.
All right, so Kwame Brown at the free throw line on the season. He's shooting 57% from the free throw line this year.
Kwame shot that one with his left hand. You see that?
Yes.
Didn't work, but he tried it.
Didn't miss by much. Here's Mobley. Brown again with a rebound. He's been doing a nice job on the boards. Inside, can't hold on, squirts out. Abdul-Rauf. Oh, what a no-look pass to Lois. He put it on a dime. And a timeout called by Power. 30-24, the three-headed monsters with the lead.
Take a look at this pass right here. And it's just in between, and great catch. Talking about threading the needle. John Lewis.
As King Midas, I expect things to last a long time. And so should you.
Midas has a lifetime guarantee on these parts.
That's right. On things like struts, brakes, shocks, all kinds of automobile parts. Guaranteed for life.
Does he turn everything to gold?
Brakes.
Not everything. Luckily, he's not a dog person.
At Midas, we're always a touch better with limited lifetime guarantees on select parts, complimentary courtesy checks, and more. Book an appointment at Midas.com.
Nose flashing! Wait, so you got rid of Verizon just like that?
I switched to T-Mobile, kept my phone, everything on it. Oh, I even paid it off.
Wow.
Yeah. It's nice that every bad decision doesn't have to be permanent.
Ditch Verizon, keep your phone. We'll even pay it off when you switch to America's best unlimited network.
Heineken is served in 192 countries. It's world famous, like me. Excuse me.
Antonio Banderas!
Enjoyed in 192 countries. There's more behind the star.
These custard concretes are so thick and creamy. It's incredible.
So thick and dense. They really remind me of somebody that we know.
Can I guess?
Sure.
Okay.
Very dense person.
Very dense.
Super slow on the uptake.
Can I call a friend?
Sure.
Okay.
Sorry, hold on a second. Hello?
Hey, who are we talking about? Hello, Peter. I know you picked up. I can hear you breathing.
Chocolate chip cookie dough. Now one of our thick and creamy frozen custard concretes. And try our premium pretzel dogs. This is how you Sonic.
This golden opportunity features silicon
microprocessors, and code. Raw elements transformed into innovation by Lexus. Experience advanced safety technology at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales event before it ends.
Lease the 2017 RX 350 for $399 a month for 36 months.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
This is Axe Body Spray. Use it to stay fresh all day. And this is Axe Dry Spray. Use it to stay dry for 48 hours. Why are you touching your armpit?
I was just checking to see if it was dry.
Don't. That's weird. Smell great and stay dry with Axe.
Don't let them outplay. We want to be in that final game, guys.
Welcome back to Seattle, Washington, as the Big Three continues here on FS1. 30-24, three-headed monsters leading Power here in the playoffs. The winner to advance to the Big Three championship game next week in Vegas. And they'll take on the winner of our next game between Trilogy, the top team in the Big Three, and Mike Bibby's Ghost Ballers. Power with the ball. JYD, and he hits a mid-range jump shot.
Yeah, but I wouldn't panic on that. I would force JYD. If he makes another one, then makes another, he make an adjustment. But you wouldn't want to overreact. JYD knocking down a 15-foot jump shot, but good for him.
Lewis gathers himself, kicks it out. Abdul Rauf has been hot, and he remains hot. Mahmoud Abdul Rauf with 14. 32-26. Mobley straight away. Rebounded, JYD, and a foul. So Jerome Williams will go to the line.
JYD, make this free throw. Hey, what you worried about? It ain't nothing. It happened. But just this time. You good. Don't worry about it. You good.
And he adds a free throw for 2 points.
What you worried about? You good. You good. Chill out.
32-28.
Chill out.
Abdul Rauf. And Basden not ready for the pass. That one thrown out of bounds.
But you know what? That wasn't Basden's fault because Mahmoud right before told him to get out the corner, trying to look for it and bring Rashard Lewis into the post. So when he cut back door, he threw the ball. So it really wasn't on base in that time.
Stevenson three. Power looking for some timely baskets. Now Rashard Lewis facing up on Mobley. On the baseline fade, and it's good. You can't stop that. He's 6'10".
Can't stop. For one, he has the size, but then when he fades away, there's no way you're going to get up there as a smaller opponent to contest it.
And McPherson called for the offensive foul.
I mean, he's tough enough for Rashard Lewis just going straight up, but when he puts this little fade on it, nothing too much you can do about that, partner. Just hope he misses. But that's a soft touch right there.
Abdul Rauf at the 4-point mark.
I said because I wanted something. Because you need a rest. That's it. There you go.
Basden drives. McPherson with the easy one. First bucket of the game for McPherson.
There you go. There you go.
Abdul Rauf looking for Lewis. Tracks it down in the corner, cross court, Basden double clutch, blocked by Coutinho Mobley.
Adam Coutinho on the double team was able to get back to take away that shot.
Mobley, his jump shot not there so far.
No, he's just off just a little bit.
And Mobley with the steal.
Doesn't take much, Gus. For
Mobley
Coutinho. There it is.
Basket.
Don't take much, man. I'm gonna tell you. Because what Coutinho will do is start to put the ball on the deck and attack.
Mobley 4 of 12 from the field. Abdul Rauf. And a whistle and foul, looks like away from the basketball. Rashard Lewis and Stevenson tangled up. Stevenson called for the foul. Player cannot foul out. but after 5 team fouls. They go to the line.
Easy ass basketball. Hey, Dad. Rush you. Come on, don't worry, Damn. Go get
34-32, close game. Abdul Rauf. Oh! Rasul Butler back in. McPherson calling for it. Butler. Prior to that shot, he was 0 for 5 as he makes his first field goal of the day.
Big shot. Not only was it big for him in regards to knocking it down for his team, but a confidence builder.
35-34, 7-0 run for Power to take the lead. Remember, the three-headed Monsters have lost only 2 games this year. Last week to the Ghost Ballers, and their first loss trilogy, week 2 in Charlotte.
Coach Clyde Drexler right here saying that this is not a shot, that it should be on the floor, and I agree with him on that.
That's unbelievable, Roger. That's the same call.
Clyde Drexler, last played in the NBA, 97-98 with Houston, 10-time All-Star in 15 seasons. Kwame Brown fouled by Jerome Williams, the Junkyard Dog. Three-headed Monsters are in the bonus, so Kwame Brown, who shot his last free throw left-handed, will go to the line once again.
Rebound.
1 for 1.
And it goes down. 1 for 2.
1 for 2. How about it? But it looks pretty good, though.
It really looks good.
How about that? Word is that Kwame was practicing that all day yesterday.
Lewis, Abdul Rauf up top. Whoa, what a rebound by Kwame Brown as he just ripped it down. And the foul on Power. Playoff basketball on FS1 at the Big 3.
Well, it's physical inside, and the big body wins here with Kwame Brown able to nudge Cuttino Mobley under the rim. And again, the possession is down the stretch of this game. Power is over the foul limit, so now three-headed Monsters on any foul has a chance to get to the free throw line, make it, and retain possession.
Brown has started shooting free throws with his left hand, folks. It looks pretty good. Well, not that one.
You jinxed it. It's all you, partner. It's all you.
No such thing as a jinx.
Yeah, okay.
No such thing. Mobley. Butler, 15-footer.
What I see too, the tendency when you start to struggle a little bit offensively, gets more physical, guys converge together instead of maintaining the spacing. You maintain spacing, you're able to get one-on-one opportunities, but also drive and offensive rebounds.
Lewis saves it from going out of bounds. Abdul Rauf.
We'll take a look here. The reset happened because the ball did not hit the rim, so it should be at about 3 or 4 seconds on the shot clock.
It did hit the rim.
There it is on the bottom side, so.
And they're going to put 14 back on the clock. One-point game, 37-36. You surprised that Power is winning this game right now? Inside a wide-open Kwame Brown for the easy one.
I think Jerome Williams thought it was their ball because he went to the corner.
Backdoor, Mobley, blocked by Rush. Stevenson shows it, drives, kicks. Mobley rises and hits. Cuttino Mobley with 13 makes it a 40-38 game. Power.
Yeah, and excellent execution that time and patience. Drive and kick.
Lewis. And Lewis somehow gets it over the outstretched arm of Rasul Butler. Lewis now with 15 to level the game at 40.
That's just being crafty because Rasul Butler was all over the right hand, but Lewis, like you said, able to get underneath.
Stevenson. Stop and start. Beautifully done on Abdul Rauf. 12 points now for Deshaun. Abdul Rauf. Lewis. Ripping through, drives, ball will not count. The basket will not count, but a foul.
And during the timeout, Gary Payton emphasized to his team, listen, we've been in the penalty for 30 minutes. Attack the basket, get fouled, and get to the free throw line. Out of the timeout, guess what? Sweet Lou, right to the baseline, got a chance to knock in two and retain possession.
One free throw for 2 points for Rashard Lewis, and we are tied at 42. Playoff basketball here at the Big Three. Basden drives on Mobley, goes through him, gets his own board. Mobley trying to take it away into the hands of Abdul Rauf for the easy layup. Great hustle by the three-headed monsters. Mahmoud with 16. Lewis has 17. 44-42. First team to 50 wins. You must win by 2. The winner to advance to the Big Three championship next week in Vegas. Stevenson and foul.
Both teams understanding how big the possessions are, not giving up, the officials allowing the physical play, and Mahmoud Abdul Rauf, recipient of that hustle.
Stevenson. 2 points. Ties it up at 44. Abdul Rauf, Lewis, Basden for the three-headed monsters. Here's Mahmoud trying to find some space. Basden, big shot, and pure.
Big shot. Big time shot, and that time he knew Cuttino Mobley was going to hedge back a little bit with Rashard Lewis in the post. And the beauty of what I loved about that, he didn't hesitate, stepped right into that rhythm jump shot, put his team up by 2.
46-44. A 4-point shot can win it for the three-headed monsters. Mobley in and out. Here's Lewis, backs it up. A 4-point shot can win it. Abdul Rauf blocked by Mobley to the junkyard dog who pounded it down. Cuttino Mobley with the quick hand.
But he allowed himself enough space not to get beat off the dribble, Gus, but then the ability to contest.
Abdul Rauf turning the corner. Back door, Lewis fires. Wow. Buries it. What a shot. It's the out. Sweet Lou. 48-46. Mobley. Oh, he threw it out of bounds. Stevenson threw it out of bounds. Whose ball? They're going to give it back to Powell.
And watch this shot. Rashard Lewis going to his right, fading, able to still knock it in, and 11 seconds on the shot clock, Gus.
They rise to their feet here in Seattle at Key Arena. Stevenson guarded by Abdul Rauf. His team down by 2. Stevenson, step back, Jay. Short, Bassett with the ball. Lewis behind the three-point line for the win. Knocked away, Abdul Rauf inside Lewis. Ticket into the Big Three championship game.
Gus, can we have stripped of that any better in regards to the ending of this game? Both teams battled from the beginning, but it was the duo from Seattle, Coach Gary Payton, starting this thing off right, and then Rashard Lewis in the second half, able to motivate his team, and once again, finish the game with a game winner. Never to be denied coming back home, and this is the kind of homecoming we all look forward to, Gus.
Gary Payton. Yes, we're in the final. Let's go to Joy Taylor.
Thanks, Gus. Rashard, how you feeling right now? Game winner. It's here in Seattle. What's going through your mind?
Man, I feel good we got the win. I thought Paul played great defense. They had a great game plan. I had a couple butterflies playing back here in Key Arena. But it was great. Most of all, we got the win. That's what's most important.
Ahead of the championship next week in Vegas, what do you got to bring to bring it home?
We got to play better than we did today. We got to come defensive-minded. Trilogy is a really good team, as well as the team they're playing against, Ghost Ballers. They play well, too. So whoever wins this game, I know it's going to be a tough matchup next weekend.
Congrats on the win. Back to you, Gus.
All right, thank you very much. Who will take on the three-headed monsters in next week's Big Three championship game? We'll find out next as Undefeated Trilogy takes on the Ghost Ballers. You're watching the Big Three playoffs exclusively on FS1.
What's up, Charlie? Hey, yo, Pop, what's up, boy? Come up here and try some of this mango. But you gotta get off the jet ski. No drinking and jetting, baby. Mango season, baby. Let's get it. I like that.
Experience advanced safety technology at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event before it ends.
Choose from the IS Turbo, ES350, or NX Turbo for $299 a month for 36 months if you lease now.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Degree has redefined deodorant with motion sense technology so that I can redefine power, footwork, range. The more I move, the more it works.
Degree, it won't let you down.
Thought the chalupa couldn't get any better? Meet the double chalupa. Get it with a Doritos Locos taco, a crunchy taco, and a medium drink. The new limited edition $5 double chalupa box. Love it while it lasts. Only at Taco Bell.
This is the biggest sporting event of our lifetime. This is more than just a fight. This fight's gonna be something. Once in a lifetime clash.
Let me show you what a $100 million fighter look like. I don't fear him. I'm the best.
I don't just talk the talk, I walk the walk.
I would never take defeat.
One shot is all it takes.
I eat fighters like you.
Weigh-ins Friday on FS1. Prelims Saturday on Fox.
Simp scientists agree. Simpsanity is caused by every Simpsons ever on FXX.
We knew perfectly well it was addictive. We thought we were God.
Every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday.
I would pay to see it again and again and again and again, but not 6 times.
5 days a week, not Wednesday, not Saturday.
Weak, and lame.
Every Simpsons ever on FXX and always on FX Now.
Frank out.
Welcome back to Seattle, Washington, as the Big Three continues here on FS1. The Big Three coaches, players, and officials have been mic'd up today, and they've had plenty to say.
Yeah, it all started for me, you know what I'm saying? From a young kid to a man.
Shit, this I built. You know what I'm saying? It feels great because these fans haven't had basketball, and now they're gonna get this.
A little jumbotron from back when I was drafted. That's HD. Yeah. No, that looked like one of them old box TVs that sit on the floor back in the day.
Oh man,
with the grandma house. With antennas on it. That might be the only thing they need to change. Other than that, what's up, man? It can be used, man.
Yeah. Damn AI and damn Doc, get that Philly.
You ain't got me and Rashad on here.
I know, right?
What's going on?
I'm out of here. I'll see y'all next week. I did it in Seattle. Bam. Big 3, baby. Champions on the way.
You're watching the Big 3 exclusively on FS1.
May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others. Let others do for you. May you build
Long live the fearless, and long live the trucks that push you further. Ram, America's longest-lasting pickups.
Now get an average $11,468 in total values on the 2017 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab with a Hemi V8 engine.
Coney Island has been around for a long, long time. Reminds me of how Geico has been saving people money for over 75 years.
First date? Hey, big guy, come on in. Let me guess your weight. Win a prize.
Sure, why not?
12 ounces?
Sorry, mate, 4 ounces. I've been taking the stairs lately.
You win, big guy.
Sorry. Excuse me.
Wow, he looks so much more real on TV.
Yeah. Over 75 years of savings and service. Get your rate quote today.
Experience Control GX for men. The first shampoo with a brain. What makes it so smart? It reduces gray the same way it grows in. Gradually. The more you shampoo with Control GX, the less gray you have. Just use it until you like what you see. How smart is that? Gradually reduce gray with Control GX from Just for Men. The first shampoo with a brain.
These custard concretes are so thick and creamy, it's incredible.
So thick and dense. They really remind me of somebody that we know.
Can I guess?
Sure.
Okay.
Very dense person.
Very dense.
Super slow on the uptake.
Can I call a friend?
Sure.
Okay.
Sorry, hold on a second. Hello.
Hey, who are we talking about? Hello, Peter. I know you picked up. I can hear you breathing.
Chocolate chip cookie dough. Now one of our thick and creamy frozen custard concretes. And try our premium pretzel dogs. This is how you Sonic.
We're ignited by people who push boundaries, who are fiercely independent, who say, this can be better. The liberties of this country are founded on setting brush fires of freedom, the opportunity to do something that matters, and the relentless quest for a better future. So raise a glass to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
The Big 3 journey continues, and they're pulling out all the stops. It's getting hot in here. 4-pointer for Bibby.
Takes it in, rocks the rim. My goodness, Bibby, rookie, what day Howland.
McCants for the win. Ricky Davis with the call. Bibby for the win. Davis for the win.
Take what you want. We're better than them. Let's keep it going.
And Trilogy remains unbeaten.
Welcome to the playoffs.
Straight Talk Wireless, best phones, best networks, no contracts, proud sponsor of Big 3 basketball from the Emerald City, Seattle. We are ready for our second playoff game as the Ghost Ballers take on Trilogy for a trip to the Big 3 championship game, where the winner of this game will face Rashard Lewis and the three-headed monsters who defeated Power in our first semifinal. Our lineups are brought to you by Degree Deodorant. It won't let you down. And a look at Trilogy.
What we all know about Al Harrington and Rashad McCants, the best duo, but it's James White, the guy that kind of fills in the gap, so to speak, and beats you inside, outside, and an excellent defensive player.
Meanwhile, a look at the Ghost Ballers, captained by Mike Bibby.
And it begins and ends with Mike Bibby. His ability to run the pick and roll and make plays out of it is going to be paramount. Ghost Ballers wants to win this game.
So Trilogy versus the Ghost Ballers. Week 6, these two teams faced each other in Dallas. Trilogy winning it 51-36. First shot of the day, 9-5 is what they call him. Ivan Johnson gets it to fall.
Ivan, don't be surprised to knock down a 15, 18-foot jump shot.
McCants lost it, picked up by Johnson. Johnson exploding to the basket with a right-hand finger roll, no. McCants with the rebound. White, McCants, Harrington. Here's Al Harrington, guarded by Johnson. Harrington, step back jump shot, pure.
You know they're gonna give us the best one. Stay in control. Bring it in. Same play.
Ricky Davis, Mike Bibby. Pick and roll, Johnson slips to the basket, and Bibby throws it out of bounds.
Al Harrington right here, knowing that Mike Bibby was going to reach, going to his left hand, able to step back, clear enough space to get a soft, off-balance shot.
Harrington drives, reverse, and good. It's going to be a tough guard for Ivan Johnson.
Well, it is, because you got to guard him out, Al Harrington on the perimeter, but also he's savvy enough on the block to beat you.
And Harrington called for the foul as Davis had to step to the basket. Ricky Davis, 13 points last week
Box out.
in their win over the three-headed Monsters in Los Angeles, 50-33, which secured their spot into the playoffs. Davis has had a fine Big Three season, double figures in his last 6 games. Had a career high 23 points twice. McCants. Quick turn, Harrington again, and he's fouled.
The thing that Harrington is doing here, instead of going physical to physical right now, he's using his quickness. He's catching the ball on the move, or he's going quick, knowing that Ivan Johnson wants to play right here. The quick move, Ivan wants to bump. Harrington is using his quickness.
Harrington averages 16 points a game on the season, double figures in 7 of 8. Adds a free throw, that's 2.
Need to stop right now. Let's go.
6 points already for Al Harrington. Here's a pick and roll, Davis. Pull up 3. Good. Pretty Ricky, what they call him.
But that's good recognition, because that time Al Harrington on the switch with James White didn't step up off the screen and open it up for him.
Here's the kick, White downtown. And James White hits a 3.
I know that Al may be the MVP, but James White's importance is so huge for this Trilogy team.
Davis driving, stops, tied up. His dribble, alive again. Here's for 4. Davis! Now that could be the wrinkle. Will the Ghost Ballers take that 4-point shot? Mike Bibby has been terrific this year. McCants on the drive with the left hand, no. Bibby. Davis, quick fire. And James White knocks it out of bounds. Let's see.
Keep in mind, this is at the end of the shot clock, and Ricky Davis is able to square up. You talked about Mike Bibby being able to use a 4-point shot. He leads the league in shots made, and it's interesting that Mike said, again, I'd rather take the 4 or get to the basket. I'm not really looking for 3-point shot.
Kenyon Martin comes in for Al Harrington. Marcus Banks comes in for Mike Bibby for the Ghost Ballers. Ghost Ballers in purple. Trilogy in red. Banks from Las Vegas. Played at UNLV, tied up by McCants. Interesting story on Marcus Banks. He's getting ready to run for the Nevada State Senate at 35 years old. Here's Banks driving. Woo. What a collision between McCants and Banks.
He's making the contact.
Well, the beauty about this is that Marcus Banks has always been attacking guard up the dribble. And now with Trilogy, early in this game, 10-9 Ghost Ballers, 4 fouls on Trilogy.
Banks, mid-range jump shot from 16, no. Kenyon Martin with a rebound. McCants has also had an MVP-type season. Inside, nice position. Johnson fouled from behind by Martin. I love the pace of this game, Jim.
Well, I love it too, and I love the quick decision here. Get to the corner, clear space. Ivan Johnson able to keep Kenyon Martin on his backside. Then you get it inside. That's how you can beat this Trilogy team, if you react quickly after a good defensive play.
Ivan Johnson
Just look at it, please. All right. Box out, y'all. Let's go.
has a free throw. Johnson had 12 against the Monsters last week. 8 points already. 12-9 Ghost Ballers. McCants. Foul. And one.
Yo, inside.
Rick Mahorn wanted to clear this weak side, the strong side, space to have one-on-one with Rashad McCants on the smaller Marcus Banks, and that time Marcus got caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
McCants adds a free throw. 3-point play. 12 up.
By yourself, Jay White.
Go by.
And you can feel the intensity on the floor, folks. These guys are locked and loaded. Davis has hit a 4 already. Cross-court Banks to the bucket, wrapped it around. Ivan Johnson lays it in.
Well, and you got to know who you're playing regardless of Marcus Banks. More reluctant not to take a jump shot, would rather put it on the deck. So when you're closing out to him, you got to force him to shoot the ball.
Allen Iverson said Marcus Banks was the toughest man to defend him during his days in the NBA, and White now throws it away. Is there more pressure on Trilogy now that they're in the playoffs?
How you feel?
Undefeated?
Well, that's where all the pressure is at. In particular, because now you're the team to beat. You're the team that everyone considers is going to win the championship. And my whole thing is keep the pressure on. Force them to be uncomfortable all game, because that pressure can force Trilogy to maybe do some things they're not accustomed to doing late in game situations.
Here's McCants, denied on the baseline, stolen away by Bibby. Bibby up top, Joe Smith, former first overall pick in the NBA draft out of Maryland. Banks off the heel, loose, James White. Martin turns to the basket, lays it in.
And that time, guys, Joe Smith just has to play solid defense first, too, for Kenyon Martin. Just play solid and behind him. Don't give it up.
Bibby driving, hangs, and banks it down. Mike Bibby, barrel-chested. Father Henry, UCLA star, former coach at USC. White for 3.
Okay.
Bibby.
Go to work, Bibby. Go to work. Attack.
Top of the arc.
Now.
Dribble drive on Martin, and he's fouled.
There you go. They slow-footed.
Who you got?
Deion Glover will now come in for Rashard McCants.
Hey, Banks. Go get it. Go get him now. Stop.
Al Harrington back in. He'll take out White.
Good work, Ron. Good work.
Mike Bibby. Won the big 3 assist type. Had an assist to turnover ratio of better than 2.5 to 1.
Wait a minute.
18-14. Davis. Baseline Smith. And good. Trilogy better watch out. They look flat.
They do. They do. And you always have to match the energy of the opposing team that's coming against you. If you don't early on, you're just going to feed into the confidence Ghost Ball.
Glover. Bibby with a rebound. Now Davis.
Go back.
Drives. Kicks. Bibby, rise and fire. And hits. Mike Bibby makes it a 23-14 game. Ghost Ballers 2 points away from halftime. Harrington, double team. Passes out of it. Glover's got to hit these, and does.
He makes him pay for it. You're going to force the ball out of Al Harrington's hand, and Deion Glover made Ghost Ballers pay that time.
You just wonder, has Rick Mahorn over-substituted early? His team down 23-17 with no rhythm. Time for our Big 3 moment, sponsored by Ciroc. Let's get it. Knocked down for 4. Mike Bibby. Bibby, will he try another one from Curryland? And it hits! One shot by Bibby. Bibby for 4. From Curryland again. 4-pointer for Bibby. Uh-oh.
Called it. Yes, he called it.
Mike Bibby, the captain of the Ghost Ballers.
I don't care, Bibby.
7 points. Perfect from the field to start.
I don't want anybody else to score. By yourself, Glove.
Bibby driving on Glover, gets to the basket and lays it in. He just blew right by it. And we're at halftime. And a surprise score at the break, folks. Trilogy, the only undefeated team in the Big Three. In the semifinals, down to the Ghost Ballers, 25-17.
And the strategy of Coach Gervin's team is to drive Trilogy, knowing that they don't have the foot speed, in particular on the perimeter, to stay with the guards of Ghost Ballers, and it's working in the first half, Gus.
25-17, the score at the break. We'll return to Key Arena after this. You're watching the Big Three playoffs exclusively on FS1.
This is Axe Body Spray. Use it to stay fresh all day. And this is Axe Dry Spray. Use it to stay dry for 48 hours. Why are you touching your armpit?
I was just checking to see if it was dry.
Don't. That's weird. Smell great and stay dry with Axe.
Experience uncompromising performance at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event before it ends.
Choose from the IS Turbo, ES350, or NX Turbo for $299 a month for 36 months if you lease now.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Get 2 Whopper sandwiches now for only $6. Only at Burger King.
Heineken is served in 192 countries. It's world famous, like me. Excuse me.
Antonio Banderas!
Enjoyed in 192 countries. There's more behind the star.
Here we
go. Daddy's gotta go to work.
Look over there!
Sorry?
Let it be known! Gotham!
Gotham moves to Thursday.
Come again.
From this day forward,
Thursday.
You're sure?
chisel that into my tombstone. Wow!
Listen to me.
This is a new day!
Thursday.
Remember that.
Here's the kicker.
It's a big step.
That is precisely the point.
Thursday.
Who is with me?
Gotham moves to Thursdays this fall.
What a day.
On Fox.
Our score, an interesting one. The Ghost Ballers, the number 4 seed, leading the number 1 seeded Trilogy team. Let's go to Joy Taylor.
Thanks, guys. Rick, you guys are the team to beat. Ghost Ballers got a little momentum there at the end of the first half. What are you guys going to do in the second half to take this game?
Well, we just have to play our game. We've been doing a lot of things out of character. But right now, you know, it's the second half, and we'll see what happens.
All right, good luck, Coach. Back to you guys.
All right, Rick Mahorn done a fine job leading this Trilogy squad. He was off last week. His blood pressure shot up a little bit, so he had to stay in Detroit and take care of it. So here's McCants, and a foul away from the ball, and that's the big difference so far. McCants, one of the top scorers for Trilogy with only 3 points in the first half.
Good work. Good work.
McCants played his college basketball at North Carolina. Baseline, Harrington, and a foul.
Gus, to go back to McCants' struggle, give credit to Ricky Davis, who has the quickness to stay in front of McCants, also has the height to contest his shots. So that 1 for 3 shooting has a lot to do with the defensive presence of Ricky Davis.
McCants on the season averages 18 points a game. So Al Harrington at the line, who's averaging 15.5.
Block it out.
For 2. And he gets it.
need to
Al
stop
Harrington.
right now. By your flight, by yourself.
Stay on the move.
Now with 8 points,
Stay on the move.
25-19. Bibby, he's been quick with the ball.
Go, Al, go.
Johnson drives on Harrington, bullies his way to the hoop, bats it out, tracked down by Davis, and he saves it to Johnson. And a foul called on James White, a push. And the one thing you notice is that this Ghost Ballers team is playing with a lot more energy and urgency.
Yeah, that's the word. Sense of urgency, and it was on full display right there on that last possession where two Ghost Ballers hustled for the ball.
Johnson drives with the left hand, hangs in the air, no. McCants, he'll get the easy jam, and that may get him going.
Well, it will. I know Ivan Johnson wanted to foul that time, but again, the game has been called physical. That's a play that was let go, so now Ghost Ballers has to make that adjustment.
25-21, Ricky Davis leaves his feet right to McCants, and a whistle. It's like a foul on the pass. Mike Bibby hitting the mouth.
Ball, James.
On the side. On the side. I got it. You come on. How you feel, Red? Yeah. We need one.
George Gervin, the legend, the coach of the Ghost Ballers.
We need go. 13.
4-time NBA scoring champ.
Look, now, 9, 8.
Banks drives, baseline, gets to the bucket, reverse layup, no, into the hands of McCants, and another easy stuff. Just like that, after being down 25-17 at halftime, Trilogy cuts the Ghost Ballers lead to 2. And Gerv wants a timeout.
Hey, good move. Hey, good move. Hey, hey, we still gotta move and groove. Okay? Leave the one-on-one alone. We still move and groove.
Next play, we done cut it down. It's over. They ain't scoring. We right where we need to be. We do this on a regular. This is our team. This is what we do. Let's go.
25-23, Ghost Ballers on top of Trilogy here in the second half. This is playoff basketball in the Big Three on FS1. The winner of this game will advance to the Big Three championship game next week in Las Vegas, where they will take on the three-headed monsters. Ivan Johnson spinning inside. Got it up and in. 9-5. Has 8.
But how about George Gervin trusting Ivan Johnson to go one-on-one on the wing?
McCants to the basket. Tried to deal it to Martin and throws it out of bounds.
Ivan Johnson showing us the jump shot, but now his ability to put it on the deck, multiple dribbles, spin, and maintain the balance and score inside.
Johnson on the backdoor cut. They don't find him. Bibby back in the game, guarded by McCants, playing into his left hand. Top of the arc, Johnson a 3. Big time. Ivan Johnson with 11.
How about this? So, Trilogy goes big. George Gervin counters and goes smaller. Now they're putting Trilogy in these pick and roll situations where they have to make a decision. Most of the time they're trying to recover. That's when they're getting beat.
Trilogy's got a McCants. Overpassing by Martin, taken away by Bibby. Banks, and he's fouled.
You know, simple. We're going to beat you and make you play pick and roll defense. And when you don't communicate, Mike Bibby, as smart as any point guard to play the game in regards to pick and roll, allowed Ivan Johnson to clear enough space to square his shoulders up and knock in that 3.
Banks at the line, shooting 1 for 2. And he gets it. 32-23.
Stay in it. Okay, Ralph, no problem. Hey. No problem now.
Here's McCants. Trying to shake up Banks. Banks, very good defender. McCants can't get by him, takes a tough shot. Short. Well defended. Bibby on the baseline.
Go get it. Go by.
Now McCants. Guarding Banks. Inside, Harrington, and he'll lay it in. 32-25, George Gervin.
Come on, don't do him like that, man. Come on, he grabbed this brother, man.
By yourself, Kenyon.
Here's Bibby.
Go by.
Hard drive with the right hand, kicks it out, deflected by McCants. Inside, Martin, and he'll lay it in.
Those Ballers can't afford to try to play physical against this Trilogy team. Their advantage, guys, is moving the ball side to side, attacking this team quickly. Now, the frustration's starting to set in a little bit as Ivan Johnson gets it off into 5.
Remember, Trilogy has not lost a game this season. They come into the playoffs 8-0.
Get him back on the floor. Get him back on the floor.
It's our ball. Rashad, it's our ball. Let's go.
Get him back here.
Go down. Pick and roll. Kenyon, sit right there.
Get him back here.
Rick Mahorn has won 2 WNBA titles as an assistant coach with the Detroit Shock. Inside, Harrington again, and an offensive foul.
With them. Hey, let me deal with them. Let me deal with them.
Is that a charge?
Ivan Johnson anticipating the drive. Gets his feet set. Able to take away. Easy 2 inside by Trilogy.
32-27, Ghost Ballers seeded 4th. Trilogy the #1 seed in the playoff. Ricky Davis stops, elevates, and hits. 10 points for Pretty Ricky. 34-27.
Go back down there with it.
Harrington spinning inside. Picked it up. Pump fake, McCann straightaway 3 is good. Now McCann's starting to get warm. He has 10, only had 3 at the break. 4-point lead for the Ghost Ballers.
Go, Mark, go, Ivan, go to the whole eye. Go to the whole eye.
Bibby drives, stops, pumps, hangs, no. Didn't draw iron, easy layup. James White using his size to contest that Mike Bibby shot. And a timeout called by Trilogy. 2-point game.
These are Domino's all-new Parmesan-dusted, garlic-seasoned, and cinnamon-sprinkled bread twists. How did we come up with such a clever name? We'll never tell. Choose any 2 of Domino's new bread twists or medium 2-topping pizzas for $5.99 each.
Degree has redefined deodorant with motion sense technology so that I can redefine power, footwork, range. The more I move, the more it works. Degree, it won't let you down.
Ever wonder what's in a beer? If it's a Bud Light, it's 4 essential ingredients: barley, rice, water, and hops. Here's to the beer you can always count on. Brewed to be America's favorite light lager.
As King Midas, I expect things to last a long time. And so should you.
Midas has a lifetime guarantee on these parts.
That's right. On things like struts, brakes, shocks, all kinds of automobile parts. Guaranteed for life.
Does he turn everything to gold?
Brakes.
Not everything. Luckily, he's not a dog person.
At Midas, we're always a touch better with limited lifetime guarantees on select parts, complimentary courtesy checks, and more. Book an appointment at Midas.com.
Straight Talk has the best deals on iPhones. So you can take and share pictures any time of day. With a network that helps you save the day for a lot less.
One more time. Here we go. Oh! All right, I'm coming up.
The iPhone SE is now just $129. Unlimited plans start at just $35 a month on America's largest, most dependable 4G LTE networks. Straight Talk Wireless, only at Walmart.
This golden opportunity features leather, wood, and glass. Raw elements made premium by Lexus. Experience unparalleled luxury at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event before it ends.
Choose from the IS Turbo, ES350, or NX Turbo for $299 a month for 36 months if you lease now.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Second half, playoff basketball. The winner of this game advances to the championship next week. Well, they will take on the three-headed monsters. 9 points, the largest lead of the day for the Ghost Ballers. And that lead has been cut to 2. Ricky Davis on the pick and roll. Picks it up. Ivan Johnson posting McCants. Back to Davis for 3. Good. Great pass by Ivan Johnson.
Well, it was quick. As soon as he felt the double team, he knew Ricky Davis was going to be up top. He got the ball out of his hands.
Harrington drives baseline. Loose. Davis. Ball squirts out. Bibby tracks it down. Mike Bibby on the baseline. Johnson with McCants on him. Strip. McCants blocked. McCants could have given it up. White was standing right next to him.
And sometimes a decision to take the shot to give it up. Again, the officials, I know both teams are not happy with some of the fouls or no fouls, but it's even on both sides. So it's physical.
There you go, Red.
37-32. Trilogy will hold on to it. McCants, Harrington, White. Harrington rips it across. No, loose, out of bounds.
Take it out quick. Let's go. Make sure that ain't wet. Look at him.
And are we seeing some early panic from this Trilogy squad?
Well, you're starting to see a lot more conversations with Trilogy and the officials, which means that they're uncomfortable right now with the way the game is being called or going.
Looks like the Ghost Ballers have sped him up too. McCants, short. James White with the rebound and a new shot clock. 14. White backs it up, lobs it. Buckets guarded by Davis, spins on him, deals it, knocked away by Marcus Banks and out of bounds.
Well, how about the quick anticipation that time by Marcus Banks, leaving Rashad McCants, knowing that if he didn't, James White had an easy lane and catch to the basket.
5 on the shot clock.
Don't let him catch it. Don't let him catch it, Mark.
McCants forced it up. Short, but a foul. And he's fouled behind, I believe, the three-point line. Here's a bracket. The winner of this game between Trilogy and the Ghost Ballers, a 1 versus a 4, takes on the three-headed monsters who advanced by defeating Power in a 2-3 matchup. One shot for 3. Good. McCants cuts the Ghost Ballers lead to 2. But Trilogy has spent a lot of time trying to come back and a lot of energy.
Will that affect him down the stretch of the game in regards to having tired legs with more fatigue of the mind, Gus?
Reach-in foul called on Harrington. Or make that McCants.
Well, I think the beauty also of this Trilogy team is that they've been tested before in regards to late down the stretch of the game against Power, 50-45. They pulled away from killer threes late in the game in Los Angeles. So they've been in tight game situations.
Smith for 2. Missed the free throw. Now White crosses over, drives, finds Harrington. Can't lay it in. Banks, he misses the chippy. McCants a 3. Joe Smith, Banks, Ricky Davis. Banks, can he shake up McCants? Takes him off the bounce. One-hand pass. Joe Smith.
See, that's not the shot you want if you're Marcus Banks that time.
McCants 3. Again, gets his own rebound. Al Harrington for 3. They want to isolate Davis one-on-one with White. Davis three-pointer. Now McCants backing up on Banks. Draws a double team and foul. A lot of huffing and puffing going on out there from both teams now. A lot on the line. A berth in the Big Three championship game.
Good move. Good move.
And we saw before the game, Jimmy, that is a good-looking trophy.
Nice little payday, too.
37-35. Timeout on the floor. Take another look at this beauty, folks. This is what they're playing for. The Big Three championship trophy. Designed by the same company that designed the Kentucky Derby trophy. The Big Three championship trophy will circle around with the team that wins it, just like the Stanley Cup trophy.
Okay. So they do a tour with it, and they do the ticket tape parade.
That's right.
And they have the trophy out there with them.
37-37 now. Ricky Davis cut off by James White, 5 to shoot. Receives a screen, pulls up off the dribble, rims off, and a foul on White away from the ball as he tied up Ivan Johnson.
That was a good call by the official. That time James White got caught on Ivan Johnson. He did wrap him up.
Trilogy over the limit, so Johnson will shoot free throws, and the Ghost Ballers will retain possession on a make.
Box out, shot, box out.
And Johnson misses the free throw. 2 big misses. Last couple of trips at the line for the Ghost Ballers. McCants, and a foul. And you notice how McCants has slowed down his rhythm a little bit and gotten himself under control.
Well, he's not trying to bully ball his opponent either. That time it was as smooth as can be in regards to driving the ball. He allowed the contact to be created. Now you create an opportunity to get to the free throw line.
Adds a free throw for 2. McCants with only 3 points at halftime. He now has 17. Trilogy on a 12-3 run to take a 39-37 lead. White, stop and start, dumps it down. Martin can't hold on, gets it back and double dribble. Dribble the ball.
Right, did he come down with it? That's what George Gervin and the Ghost Ballers are saying, that he juggled it, but he jumped in the air and came down with it. that's the travel.
But they count the basket, 41-37. Baseline, Bibby 3. Loose, shoveled out, White with the ball. Martin getting up slowly. He looks hurt. James White spinning and winning. 43-37, Trilogy. 7 points away from a berth in the championship.
Let's go, Jay White.
They have an unblemished record, 8-0. The only team in the league.
No foul.
Johnson knocked out of his hands by Martin.
Well, here's the play right here with Kenyon Martin. Baseline, he jumps in the air here, and he comes down with it. That's a travel. That's a travel.
Let's go. Hey, same thing. That's all.
Martin out of the game now. Bibby.
Come on, Bibby.
James White, cross court, McCants for 3. Batted out by Harrington. Back to McCants for 3 again. Davis drives hard, left hand hangs. Oh, what a steal by Ricky Davis. He just couldn't stay in bounds.
Come on, man. That don't make no damn sense, man. Call the game fair, man. Call the game fair. Damn. Come on, hey. Stay. Come on, let's stay in it. Let's stay in it. Let's stay in it.
Don't bail them. The first one you miss, the second one you miss, don't bail them out ever again now. 3 baskets. 3 damn baskets. No fouls.
43-37. Trilogy is trailed by as many as 9 in this game, but the second half has been a great one for them. Harrington, McCants, Harrington inside, 16-foot fade. No good, rebounded by Bibby. Ricky Davis. McCants, cross court, White a 3. Davis to Bibby, he steps back near the 4-point line. Now drives on White with the left hand, pushed off, no. Air ball, and the easy layup goes to McCants. Trilogy 5 points away from a berth in the title.
I think that's where Trilogy...
Davis for 4.
Because I said, the physical nature of Trilogy, I think it's just wearing down the Ghost Ballers, and they're missing shots and opportunities that they made in the first half.
Harrington, and now Trilogy 3 points away. Point game for Trilogy. They're on a 24-5 run. Davis to the bucket and a foul. 3 points away from a berth into the title.
Get the ball back.
Don't foul it.
Ricky Davis shooting 1 for 2.
Box out.
And that stops the bleeding. The Ghost Ballers have missed their last 11 shots. They'll get it back. Trilogy over the limit. 47-39. Davis.
Look at it. Please hit the ball.
You'll see Ricky put the ball down right here. McCants reaches in.
So it's going to be Ghost Ballers basketball. Davis did not touch it, according to Charles Rubio.
The shot clock is not reset, so it's 10 seconds. Ghost Ballers have to be aware of that.
Johnson, Davis, Bibby. Here's Davis. 4 to shoot. Knocked away and stolen by McCants for the win. No. White for the win. Hello, Vegas. 9-0. Trilogy climbs the mountain after being down by 9 points. They come back and win it 50-39. The final is set. Trilogy, 3-headed monsters for the Big 3 championship next week in Las Vegas.
This Trilogy team has been time and tested again and again. They just figure out ways to wear their opponents down, not only physically, Gus, but mentally wearing their opponents down, able to, at the end of the game, to take that signature bow, say thank you. Thank you very much for coming out and joining us.
Let's go to Joy Taylor with Al Harrington.
Thanks, guys. I had Al Harrington, Alan Kenyon hugging. Al, let the people know just how physical that game was in that comeback.
Oh, that was a breeze. That wasn't physical at all. That was a lot of love taps out there.
I don't know about that. You're playing in a championship game. You guys are undefeated. How are you guys feeling right now?
We feel great. We got one more game to finish our goal, so we're about to win this in Vegas. You can write it down.
All right. We'll see you in Vegas. Back to you, Gus. Not physical at all.
I see, Joy. McCants leads Trilogy with 19. Harrington at 14. White with 8. We'll return to Key Arena right after this. You're watching the Big 3 playoffs exclusively on FS1.
MLB Whip Around is coming up with J.P. Morosi, Dontrelle Willis. I'm Chris Myers. Red Sox Indians. What do we make of this 4-game series? That'll give us a hint toward the playoffs. Dodgers and Pirates go extra innings, and the AL MVP vote. Race is tightening. That's coming up in just moments here on FS1.
These custard concretes are so thick and creamy. It's incredible.
So thick and dense. They really like remind me of somebody that we know.
Can I guess?
Sure.
Okay.
Very dense person.
Very dense.
Super slow on the uptake.
Can I? Talking about? Hello, Peter. I know you picked up. I can hear you breathing.
Chocolate chip cookie dough. Now one of our thick and creamy frozen custard concretes. And try our premium pretzel dogs. This is how you Sonic.
What's up, Charlie? Hey, yo, Puff, what's up, boy? Come up here and try some of this mango. But you gotta get off the jet ski. No drinking and jetting, baby. Mango season, baby. Let's get it. I like that.
I make it easy to save $600 on car insurance, so being cool comes naturally. I can't decide if this place is swag or bling.
It's pretzels.
Word. Ladies, you know when you switch, you get my Bomb Diggity discounts automatically. No duh, right?
Sir, you forgot.
Keep it. You're gonna need it when I make it precipitate. What?
What?
No one knows where it comes from. Why some have it and some don't. It's the fighting spirit. It consumes fear and weakness. It stands ready to fight whatever shape the battle takes. Because as long as there are battles, there will always be Marines.
Experience unparalleled luxury at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event before it ends.
Choose from the IS Turbo, ES350, or NX Turbo for $299 a month for 36 months if you lease now.
Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Welcome back to Seattle, Washington, as the Big Three continues here on FS1. The Big Three coaches, players, and officials have been mic'd up today, and they've had plenty to say. Now it's time for Sounds of the Game, presented by Straight Talk Wireless.
We are our biggest enemy, you hear me? Yeah. So as long as we band together, we're gonna come out on top, all right?
Force the catch out, Al! Force the catch out! Finish the play, you can finish. Get the breather right now. But finish this play, y'all. That's how we get one. Let's get here and score. Let's go. Pick and roll until they stop. And on the pick and roll, call. 1, 2, 3, together. Hey, yo, we can rest after this. Leave it out there. Mike, you heard him, bang, let's go. Leave it out there on the floor. All right, let's go. We good. We good. Y'all thought this was going to be easy? Set it on this side. And then when you set, roll, I'm going to put Shotty in that corner.
No smiles. Proud of you boys, man.
What is it going to take to beat three-headed monsters?
Cut their heads off.
Trilogy deserved to take a bow today. They came back from a 9-point deficit to beat the Ghost Ballers, to remain undefeated at 9-0, but more importantly, punch a ticket into the championship game where they will take on this man's team, Rashard Lewis and the Three-Headed Monsters, punching their ticket to advance by beating Power. And here's the final bracket. Trilogy beating the Ghost Ballers 50-39, and the Three-Headed Monsters beating Power 50-46. Our final is set for next week in Las Vegas. It's Trilogy, the #1 seed, against the Three-Headed Monsters, the #2 seed. Gus Johnson along with Jim Jackson. We saw some very good basketball today.
You know, it started from the beginning, though. Ball Hogs, Killer 3, I thought, set the tone. It was energetic. It was competitive. It was physical. And it continued all the way through to the last semifinal game where Trilogy once again walks away with a dub.
All right, Trilogy undefeated, Big Jim. How will the Three-Headed Monsters beat them?
Well, 9 teams have tried and it hasn't happened. But here's my thing. One, you can't give up easy layers. You got to take the easy stuff away from Trilogy. Second, you're not going to out-physical them. So you have to use your quickness and you have to attack them early on. And third and foremost, when you have opportunities to score, you have to take advantage of it, get into the penalty early, get more possessions. That's a way that you can, I think, take away the strengths of this Trilogy team.
These two teams met one time during the regular season, with Trilogy defeating the Three-Headed Monsters 50-37, week 2 in Charlotte, North Carolina. But what a season it's been.
It's been unbelievable. I don't think anybody, and Ice Cube is in the movies. Nobody could have scripted what would happen. But again, all the components came together, and it's brought us to this point now where the excitement is in the championship game. It's been amazing.
And the title game is set. It's Trilogy against the Three-Headed Monsters in Vegas next week. For Jimmy Jackson and Joy Taylor, this is Gus Johnson saying so long from Seattle. Be sure to join us Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time as Fox Sports presents the Big Three Championship live from Las Vegas. You've been watching the Big Three exclusively on FS1.